I feel ashamed right now.
Why do you feel ashamed for, my dude?
I
Have you
feel like I
not
shouldn't
seen
have-
Big Chat? Hey, Big Chat. How you guys
No,
doing?
I'm not looking at chat right now.
Good! Because it's Big Chat time. Big Chat's here for the first time in the Avatar verse. And we have a new avatar, border for the stream. It has all the art and stuff on it. It's really great. And it has Big Chat. And
Jeez.
technically there's another thing that Big Chat can do. If I do that, then you can see like the thing behind it that says what the name of the show is. And then people can look at it and be like, that's the name of the show. But or I could just not have that on there and let people be able to read it better. But it looks like people like it, so we'll just do that then.
Not if I have anything to say about it.
What?
Don't worry about it. Worry about the stream crashing.
Did the stream crash?
No. But it will. I think. We'll see.
Yo, I just realized Mr. Fist in his ass. He looks like his whole body looks like it's like relatively fine, and then his face looks like I need to eat something.
Look at all those fucking.
Oh jeez.
All right, somebody ban that guy. I'm kidding.
Oh god. All right, we got.
There we go.
Good job. Great job.
Just abusing my powers, mod. I don't know why you gave me mod, but now you have to pay for it.
That actually does bring up a thing. Should I? I think I have the fade or the transitions between arts a little bit fast. So let's go ahead and turn that into that. And now the art should stay for a little bit longer before disappearing. But yes, we have a.
Who the hell made the gay hand chop emote? What the hell?
What? Hey, look at that emote.
What the?
Apparently
Gay
arrow.
hand choppy emote, what?
Apparently arrow.
Oh, you mean a gay hand? I thought you were saying like what the? I thought you
It's
were
like
saying
a hand
like,
chopping down on a button that says gay.
Oh,
Apparently it was Shinpai. You know what? That makes sense actually. It makes sense. It was Shinpai.
I thought something else entirely was being said.
Shut up, David. We have to be PG.
But yes,
But PG.
I hope
PG.
everybody's gonna have a good time today. We have a new border for the Avatar game, showing off all the arts, including all the generic arts. Because I realized we don't actually have a lot of unique art. Like, well, I mean, I guess every art is unique, obviously.
Yeah,
every piece of art that we've gotten is unique on the thing, but we don't have a ton of unique character arts. And I was looking at this like, man, I should probably put in every generic art too, just to make this feel like there's a lot of substance to the slide. So, Lindo, we need to get on that. We need to get on making more unique characters. But you can see right there, we have a new Yuki made by Prince Phantom.
Wow.
We got a new Yuki art. Yeah.
It's been 84 years.
Hey, it's me!
That is you.
Me!
It's true.
Look at me!
It's gone.
Oh, not yet. It's not. Now it's gone.
But yes, so we have the new slide working pretty well. The only slide that now is not working very well is the Sunday slide. So I'm going to work on for the rest of the week getting that slide up to snuff compared to the other two slides. There's Mr. Fister. But we'll see how things go. Also, no idea where Anthony is.
Yeah, we split up like
Does
right
anybody have
after,
his number?
so like you go get sushi, and I haven't heard from him since. So I'm assuming
he was gonna go get sushi.
Snooze cruise.
No,
No, I went to go get sushi.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming he's on a snooze cruise.
Yeah, I
and
think
his
he's
fucking
just
thing
dead.
Turn it on.
Please don't get that character constantly yawning again. That's just gonna make me sleepy. Listen, she's probably awake. We can all hope that she's awake now.
The character constantly yawning.
The Air Bison herder.
Oh, she doesn't look like she's yawning.
No, I'm saying she was constantly yawning in the
Oh,
yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
chat,
yeah.
tell me if this is annoying.
That was
Does
some-
anybody have his phone number?
I don't have his number, but I could do
I can call
this.
Jake to call him.
I could do this. And when I say this, that means that I'm trying to call him now, guys. So if he answers, then he'll show up in the call. And if he doesn't answer, then I don't know, maybe he's dead. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Doing good? Yeah, I bet you are. Yeah. I love you too. Mwah. Yeah. We're live. We're live. I'll meet you in the other chat.
Yep.
I got
Oh my
him.
goodness, that was
You
nice.
got him.
I got him.
So he's gonna be
What
sleeping.
the
He's sleeping in
shit?
my room right now. But
You
he's okay.
you okay, Anthony?
No fun.
You fine? Did you get the small white square I sent you?
Huh?
Yeah, you did. Pat.
What?
All right. So yeah, Big Chat is here. Obviously, we have a whole bunch of other things going on. However, now that we have the Anthony boy, obviously, Big Chat's going to have to leave now. Say goodbye, Big Chat. Get out of here, Big Chat. Nobody wants you here. Get out of here, Big Chat. Good riddance. Good riddance. Who needs Big Chat? Also, I just realized I need to have the tabletop in the other section. Otherwise, it's just going to have to keep on loading it. So, welcome Big Chat back for a second while I do that. And then move that down to be below Big Chat. And then we move back over. But then it's already still here. We have to put this image. We have to get rid of it. We have to lower it down here. And now everything's fine. Now we can do the transition smoothly. Everything's good. Hey guys, what's going on? We're here playing some Avatar. Just to go over some new things from the room. If we roll ourselves in here, we can see Yuki. Look at Yuki's new art. Look at it. It's so good. She doesn't always have the ears and tail, but when she does, they're here. Obviously.
Hey,
Now we just
new
need
guy.
Kometu.
Did you know we're the Phantom Thieves? Ryuji!
Kometu's the only one of the group that still needs some new art. We need
She
to get
doesn't
Kometu.
always have fox ears, but when she does,
She doesn't
drinks
because she's
she
not
drinks
a fox.
Dos Equis.
Yeah, she's not a fox. What are you trying to say, fox?
She
man?
drinks Dos Equis. Stay
You're
thirsty, my friend.
you're a that. Got him. Let's see if we can get the full art down here so people can see it, because we can barely see the tail, and I want to see more of that tail. Let's see here. Ba-ba-ba. There it is, sinking into the ground. Perfect. It's doing that thing that I don't know why everything is doing. Just make it thicker. It's perfect. Just make it thicker. That's definitely not going to ruin everything. Oh. Why is it doing this?
Oh jeez. Oh god.
Why won't you show? It's fine. We'll put it somewhere where it'll be fine. Over here. It's fine over here. Look at that. Look at that, Goyle. Everything's fine and great now. Just as it's supposed to be. And it has the big old tail like a big old like snow leopard. Because that's what she is. She's not a fox. She is a snow leopard. But look at her. She's so cute. Bwah. Everything's good. Now we'll put it over here where she's just going to start fading into the ground and destroying everything. Perfect. Perfect. Love it. Love that. It's the best thing. My guys, you guys were doing some neato things the last time we had left you guys here. Does anybody want to go over what happened last time? By does anybody, I mean I'm going to roll a d6 and it's going clockwise. 1, 2, 3, 4. So Anthony, what happened last game?
He just completely checks out.
he just leaves. He just like, fuck this.
Well, I want to be humiliated.
You there, Anthony?
He said BRB.
Phantom, what happened last time?
Okay, cool.
You're the one that gave me the bad news. You have to do it now.
Okay. Let's see. We arrived at the air place and we saw a big bison, a big good boy. And you know, Akira fed it some cheese.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and everybody else did, you know, their little pats, gave him some pats. We found out, I guess, there was something that connected with Melee, so there was that thing there, but then it left us because I think we were kind of crowding it too much, we figured. And so it flew away, and Melee chased it, so we followed. And then we had to decide to either go up or down. We decided to go up, I think, first.
Yep.
And found a interesting, like, not temple, but like a ruins of some sort, some weird ritualistic looking place. And there were some pedestals where there was supposed to be something. We saw one that looked like the sun, and then one that was broken, and the rest were just kind of gone.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't really know what it was for. We figured there was something maybe to do with, I guess, like if we found like the ruins or something, or we were joking that it was going to be some sort of sacrificial area, but you know, who knows?
Who would do that?
Who would do that? Yeah, there was some weird thing with the light and all that, but we're like, no, it's cold up here. It's getting really cold. We should probably find like the temple that's likely here. Unfortunately, when we did go, that temple was destroyed completely. Nobody was there, and apparently this was the one that the Avatar destroyed. And we're not sure why.
Wah, wah.
He went berserk and he destroyed this place. And we're like, great, cool. Let's continue down, because you see, Kometsu was placed within the head of the giant sky bison, so we had to find him. We really did. We went further downward, and that was when we found this sort of small area, but it was filled with bison. So many bison. So many. And there are these two cabin-like areas. One, we figured it was just, you know, storage. So Melee first went to the other cabin, and there was like a big bunch of fluff. So much fluff. She started poking around in it, and then got yoinked by Tikal that we met here, and she was a sleepy girl. Basically, we didn't get much out of her in the beginning because she was so tired, and they're just like, okay, stay, we'll talk in the morning. So we slept. We had to sleep, and then we woke up by our Bala. I could just say it's Bala now because
Yeah, look at Bala.
Bala. Got woken up by Bala because Bala was hungry. Doesn't like the grass here apparently. Like someone way back somewhere else.
He's all about that cheese life now for some reason.
Yeah. Oh no. What have we done? we got him addicted to cheese. But yeah, so we got quite the bits of information from her. Well, first of all, thankfully, she knew how to use the glider, so that we learned how to open it at least there. But anyways, she had like this weird dream after she explained like what happened to the place and how it was destroyed, where the avatar was visiting of some sorts, got into this kerfuffle with the I guess the leaders of this place, and then they fought, and there was the whole thing about the place that we were before, I would assume, with all the runes and stuff. It was crazy. Like, but yeah, then she had this weird sort of like dream vision thing about this place and about her dying to the pirates.
Yeah,
And
that's
we're like,
really bad, I guess.
yeah, that's probably bad, right? Right? She was like, yeah, it's fine. But we were like, that's not fine. So we had to figure out what to do. And so at first we were like, okay, we will allow her to do, you know, her morning things where she has to like herd the bison up to the area that we were at because they like to yell into the abyss.
There's only so much they can do, guys.
Really
You gotta
is.
get hobbies on the mountain.
So they like to do that, and we're like, okay, you go do that. We'll figure things out. And so we decided to basically, well, first we were thinking, should we make a stand? But then, you know, that's crazy because there's so many of them. Ichibe actually encountered 2 of them, but that was only 2 because they're not supposed to be able to get up here, you see. This is way too high, and the only way to get up here was supposed to be on a sky bison, but no, they made it up here somehow. And we're like, oh no. And then there's still some bison left, so thankfully, Meili, they're willing to follow Meili. And we're like, okay, we gotta bring them all up there and converge with her and escape.
Yeah.
Because that was our best option.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's the ending scene where they came in and all they wanted was the fur, I think. I'm not sure. But they were like, yes, this will do, when they saw the fur that was in the cabin. And yeah, that's where we ended off.
And something else happened at the end of that too, didn't it?
Am I forgetting something?
Something at the very, very end. They were also having something happen. Don't worry about it. It's fine. You still did a lot. You still did more than enough for a couple of inspiration.
Oh, okay.
Let me go ahead and
What
give you.
did I forget?
I'll give you one. And it's an each inspiration, so let's go ahead and change it.
I literally
Do you really have to though?
To a Luca
and do
inspiration.
and it's great.
You know what, Ichibe, if you can tell me what Luca forgot, I'll give you one.
I wasn't here. I was in the bathroom.
Okay.
I remember what it was.
What was it? What was it, Melee?
It was the Sniffy monster.
Sniffy monster.
Oh,
It's the Sniffy monster.
Some sort of big old monster inside the forest coming out.
Oh, we're
Yeah,
talking
a
about the
big
ending
A
cutscenes. I
big
gotcha.
red
Yeah,
Sniffy
yeah.
monster, and they were like, "Shh, get it to sniff that shit."
Yeah.
You gotta
That's why they thought the fur would do, because you know they have a sniffy monster.
That's why they're gonna bring
they'll
the
find
they're gonna bring the bison fur.
Mm-hmm.
They're gonna have it smell that bison fur with its excellent schnoz.
Yeah.
We're so dead.
But all of you would have made your way up and about the mountain by this point. Boo-boo-boo. Let's go ahead and get you guys
Busy.
a little bit of
Yes.
another map here. But my guys, you guys have began to make your way up and away from the people who are potentially following you. You don't know 100% if they are, and I mean, even if they do, like, Ichibei is covering your guys' tracks, so it's not like they can find you very easily, right? It's fine.
Is it really though?
Maybe, maybe not. I don't know.
As you guys are making your way through the mountains, it's a little bit slow going for a bit, but upon basically moving the tiny bison after you guys, the bigger bison will move faster. However, they are carrying a saddle between the two of them, if you guys remember, for the bigger bison. As you guys are making your way away from here, however, let me go ahead and do a little something to this map. Don't worry about this. I wouldn't worry about it. Like, it's not that big of a deal that the map just became a combat map. I wouldn't worry about it. You guys shouldn't either. Let's move these guys over back here. Put Yuki there. I think that something like this would be fine. Within this little bit of an area, would you guys like to rearrange yourselves in any way?
Let's see here.
Hmm.
I should probably still be in the back if I'm going to be covering tracks.
Okay. So go ahead
How
and move
much of the
yourselves
area?
toward the back.
How much of the area?
I would say within. Let's go with. That's a little bit small. I'd say within this area.
That's the case. I'm going to rearrange myself.
And be sure to be on a square.
Right. Try over here.
Okay.
So that way, in case I need to snipe.
Ichibei, you said you're wanting to be in the back?
Yeah, I'll have to be.
You want to
If
choose
I'm
an
gonna be
area?
covering tracks.
You want to choose an area back here?
Like
There we go.
here?
That's fine. You and Akira can hold up the rear. You're getting rid of the tracks with your tracking expertise, and Akira's like pointing around at things, like being ready to go at any heat signatures that he sees in the area. I would
Also,
say
wanna protect the bison.
I would say that with you back there, Sudi would also be back here, unless you want her to be somewhere else.
I guess it would make sense for her to be back here.
Okay. I will say that she's going to be somewhere near you when this is going on. So we'll say that she's maybe a little bit closer toward the side of the mountain here. And everybody else, you guys are fine with where you're placed?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. With Jen over here, Nuan will probably be over here. And Yuki will probably be about right here, because there are two bison in between her, and she's like, yeah.
Hella cute the baby bisons are.
All right. As you guys are going up this area, we're not going to move you guys just yet. We're going to assume you guys are still walking currently, but we'll not move you guys yet. Ichibei and Akira, and I will have one roll for Sudi as well. I would like for you guys to go ahead and why don't you give me an insight check?
All right, give me 1 second.
Perfectly fine.
Let's see.
You want to do a giant insight check with this for a certain type of thing?
All right.
Yeah, now that I finished going to the bathroom, I could probably take this.
Hell
I'm just
yeah.
kind of waiting for the recap.
I got
I'll put-
an 18 plus 1.
Hell yeah.
We'll roll the unfucked-o-meter first.
Oh, fair enough.
Oh no, we got the 18 plus 1. That's a good roll there, buddy.
Okay.
12. Yeah, that's
Alright.
okay. That's not too bad.
That's not too. That's
Um,
not too much fuck.
And what did you say you wanted an insight check?
I need an insight check. Yes.
All right. I'll give it a roll. I'll use the big die for shits and giggles. Or if you think I shouldn't, then I won't.
I don't know. You could accidentally like change up the history of the. I don't know if it'll work out. We'll have to see.
Nat 20.
Oh, see, not only that did give you a really good insight check, so we can agree on that. However, that did just change what the I'm fucktometer's on.
No, that don't know how it works.
We're in waters that neither of us understand, Tristan. I don't think you can say for sure that's not how
Who
it
has
works.
held this die?
I'm just saying
for
you have
years?
never done that before.
I have done it before.
I don't know.
But I'll do it again.
But
you
yes,
don't control that power.
between the two of you. Akira,
Yo.
as you guys are moving, and again, we're just assuming you guys are moving right now. You guys aren't moving the actual things. As you guys are moving, you looking back behind and looking around everywhere, you see a strange signature behind you. Almost out of just the corner of your eye when you were looking around below you in the path, a little bit behind, you saw a large flash of heat for a moment, and then it immediately went away, as it maybe crested a hill or went over or like went behind something you couldn't see anymore. But you saw a rather large signature of heat behind you. Would you like to point this out to Ichibe?
Hey, did you see that, Ichibe?
I don't know. What did I see?
Do you want to look, Ichibe?
Sure.
Ichibe, you turn as Akira points off toward a certain area. Upon doing so, you see what appears to be several birds flying away from the area that Akira seems to point over toward. As soon as you look in the direction, you do see something moving towards you guys at a very high pace. And then you see another one.
Do I recognize them?
Looking at them from where you are, you don't recognize what they could be, but with that 20 you got, you can tell they seem to be carrying people on them.
Delicious.
You see these down the mountain.
Yay!
And looking at them, they each seem to be carrying a couple of Water Tribe soldiers on their backs. They are a little bit away from you, but they are moving extremely quickly. You have seen them now, so you're not going to get jumped or surprised by them, but what do you guys want to do?
Point this out to everybody.
Obviously.
Oh, great!
Mm-hmm.
Everyone, we need to move now!
Gonna scare the babies.
I'm gonna lay down some cover. I want actually. Wait, how far are they from us?
They're rather far away right now. You guys
Okay,
got
good.
really good, so you're able to see
Okay.
them before they got near you guys.
Oh, okay, great. I don't need to lay down any cover.
If you
What-
guys would have
what
got
are
lower,
the-
they would have been closer.
What actions are the beasts moving in? Can I assume that while I can't see if they have eyes or not, if their nose is down on the ground?
Their noses were
covering my
down
tr-
on the ground.
Okay, so can I assume that covering my tracks are pointless?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh
Sweet.
wait, can I? Oh wait, I have to wait till they're closer, don't I? I was thinking of. I was thinking of just trying to either scorch the ground so their senses either go haywire or just burn their noses.
Well, the thing with it is, again, they would have to be a little bit closer for you to burn them.
I figured that much.
But as of right now, you wouldn't know what these are. And there's only
Ah, fuck. That's right. That's meta. I'm sorry.
there's only one. There's only a couple of people here who would know what they are. If they would like to attempt, if you guys would like to attempt to talk to a certain couple of them, I will say, Mei Li, Jin, Yuki to an extent, and Sudi would be able to have a chance of noting what these are, because
No,
these
I'll-
are
I'll-
beasts from the Earth Kingdom.
Yeah,
Hmm.
I'll roll for this.
I could-
I will. I want to know. Do you guys want to move back behind the group to look?
Yeah.
Okay, because that's the only way you guys can have a chance to look at them. So go ahead and move you guys where you want to be. Jen?
Sure, why not? Oh, this outer edge here.
Okay.
Over here,
Sudi will also roll, and Yuki will stay where she is because she's like, there's not a lot of people in the front.
Yeah.
So, Sudi, Meili, and Jin, please go ahead and roll me for your insights, please.
I do.
Oh.
I do one inspiration.
It's like that's definitely not a fucking sand. That's not a sand
That is a
whatever.
2
It's a desert dwelling animal, that's for certain.
and a
Well, yeah.
19 with a 0 and it was insight, right?
Meili, looking back at these things, you looking over there, you're squinting your eyes. You're trying your best to find the to find out what this thing is. As you are doing so, I realize that the name that I have written down is the name of the thing, and not the. No, I guess it isn't the name of the thing. Never mind then. My bad. I'm a dumb. You know that this is a shear shoe. Shear shoes are, well, they're fucked. They are extremely powerful smellers. They're able to sniff out basically anything as long as they have the scent on them in some capacity. They're able to chase things down extremely well. You got a really high insight, so I'm going to tell you a little bit more about them. They seem to be mostly blind, other than their smell, and they are also able to potentially paralyze people with venom that they have in their mouths.
That's that thing that she just like sees that her eyes just widen and she just starts like.
She just is laughing, then she just starts crying.
So we need to start moving the bison now.
Problem? What's the problem?
Those are sheer shoes.
Sorry, what?
Those are sheer shoes. They can smell and track everything, and they're full of venom. And we had to not wear cologne one day because of them. I couldn't wear my pretty perfume. I had to leave it behind a long time ago.
Canon.
better move.
She wants perfume because he's fucked.
No time for waterworks. It's time to move.
Yeah.
You guys got a little bit of time before they go there. However, from what Ichibe had saw and from what Akira had felt, they are moving extremely quickly. However, I will give everybody here one turn of movement. So you guys can move yourselves, and I will move the bison with you. You guys can go up to, we'll give you 10 squares of movement right now. That would account for your actual movement and for any hurrying you guys would be doing. So you guys can move yourselves 10 squares ahead if you'd like to.
Is this the only way leading up the mountain?
The area behind you seems to be the only way, yes. If you look to the other side over here, these rocks over here in this part of the mountain seems to continue downward as well. So you guys are in almost like a little bit of a ravine in this area.
Sometimes I sit here and I try to figure out what I'm going to do, and instead of doing anything, I just pet my
This
dog.
was effectively blocked. then.
Oh, this isn't good.
You guys know that the only way to continue forward is probably this way.
Cool.
Bailey.
And that'll lead you guys back up toward the airbending temple.
Of course it will. Fucking Christ. Of course they're up there.
You say these things only see through smell, right?
They might as well have eyes in their noses. They're that good. And they're really fast and
Ichibe. Ichibe.
Yeah.
I didn't,
I'm right beside.
Fucking
I'm right beside you. I know you can't see me, but
oh, I actually can't see you. The bison are okay. The bison are right there. Do you you don't happen to have anything that has a really strong scent, do you?
no, I showered yesterday.
Smoke
I
bombs.
really don't. Smoke bombs don't really have a strong scent.
Yeah, they
No?
won't cover any smells.
All right, I guess we could try firebending.
What would you like to do?
All right.
I will say, if you do anything, you will forfeit your movement.
Well, there's nothing really I can do right now. They're fairly far away, so I have to wait till they get closer. Unless I have
So-
the ability to like fucking throw fireballs like all
I
the
was
way.
So,
up to
so we
fucking
might
here.
as well keep moving now then.
I would
Yeah.
think that something that uses mostly smells and thus needs to intake air, smoke would be actually a very good measure against
Yeah.
them.
Potentially, but if you remember, the smoke bombs only cover a very small area,
Mhm.
and on a mountain will probably disperse very quickly.
Hey,
Yeah.
so,
Yeah,
so
there's
actually, I have Wait a minute. Actually, I haven't. I swear I can talk. Tico, what's the surroundings like? Like in terms of I understand like this right here is like
Mhm.
grass and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I just want to know like how much like dirt to grass ratio is there?
The area around here seems to be very plentiful with grass, except for the walking path you guys seem to be on. There are bushes and a bunch of like natural areas all around that seem to be rather well with any sort of vegetation and whatever. It doesn't seem very long, the grass. It isn't like very thick like high grass. But it is plentiful.
Okay, so it's not like dust or sand or anything.
We'll have to
that's-
remind ourselves as well that the people that
Alright.
we're fighting are waterbenders, so
Uh,
it won't take long for them to work on your fire.
Well, no,
Um,
that wasn't the thing. I was gonna try to see if like Melee could like blow a bunch of like dust and shit into their noses and try to like make them like bowl over and disable some of the water tribes people.
We will definitely. That is definitely something you could potentially do when they get here. But do you guys want to move? Near your 10 squares?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
All right. So, Luca, go ahead and move me 10 squares.
Okay, let's see. Are
Since
we
you're the
allowed
one
to
that-
like go across like this?
Yep, you can do diagonals.
Okay. 1, 2,
You can get rather far with 10 squares.
7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. So it was around. Was it this one?
Dude, it was this one.
This one or this one?
It was
This
that one. Go ahead and Jen.
All right. Ten.
Okay, Melee.
Oh wait, I'm on mute. Okay, you gotta roll. 1 sec. Where's my dice?
You're not rolling.
I'm like, huh?
You're moving 10
10
feet. You're
squares?
moving 10
sorry.
squares.
Sorry, I zoned out. Okay. 10 squares.
Mhm.
Any direction?
Wherever you want.
Okay. 1, 2. Wait, I started here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Akira.
It's 10 squares.
Mhm.
It's
I'll move all of the NPCs once you guys have moved.
okay.
And Ichibe,
I guess
if you
it's-
want to go 10 squares as well, you can.
It's
to
kind
get
of like
things straight.
it's kind of useless hiding from them, right? Since they're sniffers. They're just
From
gonna
what
be
you
like,
learned
"Hi."
from Melee, it seems pretty useless to hide.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I figured as much. I just want to make sure I don't have to put any needless effort into hiding.
They're at least focusing more on the bison, but we all do smell a little bit like the bison, so.
Yeah, it wouldn't matter anyway.
If Melee knew a little bit more about these things, I would tell you something you could do, but Melee doesn't know everything about these creatures.
Can I go here?
You can definitely go there. Ichibe?
I think this is a good spot to.
Can I climb part of this wall?
For every square of wall, because you're you, I will give you, it'll take up 2 squares.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'd be able to get like up here then.
You want to try to like hide in this little bush here?
I mean, sure, they can smell us, so it's not like it's really a hiding thing. These things might be clever, but that doesn't mean the waterbenders are.
Mm-hmm.
So like I could still do a surprise attack from this.
You definitely could. And at that point, Sudi, seeing you go up there, she is going to attempt to go up there with you. She will also get into said bush. The bison, however, Yuki will go forward to around the center over here to make sure that the others can get there. She will lead the 2 tiny bison, who in turn will lead the larger bison. And you will see that Nuwan, basically at this point, starts trying to do that firebending thing that she learned before. Again, trying to get the fire things to come out of her hands. They're not working out very well, but she's trying to. But she's just moving with everybody else. As you guys move forward, you guys are around here at this point. The only person who'd be able to really see would be either Luca or Ichibe with his height advantage. So Luca and Ichibe, roll me for your insight.
Okay.
Okay. I'll put in 1 inspiration. Thanks, chat. Well, I've got 10 left. I gotta be scarce with those.
Oh my god, that's terrible.
You know what? It makes sense, Luca. You have no idea about it. You have no idea about these things.
That's a 9. Let's try the second roll. That's a nat. So I guess we're going with the 9 plus fucking 3 insight is 12.
Right.
Those 2 bad rolls. That's too bad.
Ichibe.
Yeah.
You know what? No, it won't. Nothing will happen this turn. We'll wait. We'll see what happens in a bit. You guys start making your way. As you do, I will say that these things sprint, and at this point, you notice that they do come onto the map at this point. It took all of their movement to get here, and each of them seem to be carrying with them 2 Southern Water Tribe soldiers each. As they get up to the point where they're at, they seem to point off over towards you, like with these creatures. Because again, you guys have air bison with you. There was no way to hide. I mean, you could leave the air bison behind, but you know.
Yeah, but that wouldn't be very kosher, would it?
wouldn't be very cash money at you.
No, I wouldn't like that.
As they point off to the air bison, they yell out toward each of you. As you look at them, the one on the front, which is the one here, would be taking the reins of these things, and the ones in the back seem to have they're seemingly just tossing like swinging around what you guys can only look to see as potentially bolas in their hands. A bunch of basically ropes that have like weighted material at the end of each of them. As they are doing so, they're not going to get to do anything this turn because again, it took all of their movement to get here. But I believe at this point we're going to have you guys roll for initiative. So I'd like for everybody here to please roll me for their reflex.
Okay.
The reflex is a moment.
9, 12.
Okay.
All right, not bad.
17.
15.
6.
16 plus my reflex, 17.
And reflex is 2, so 17 in total.
Okay, what'd you get, Ichibe?
I'm going fucking last. I got 6.
Oh god.
Oh no.
I'm putting my 17 in my.
Well, you know the old
All right,
saying,
Luca
save the best
and
for last.
Luca.
No,
and
it's all
Mei
about it's all about that preemptive strike, you know?
Luca and Melee both got 17s. They both have 2 for their reflexes. I'm just going to say that Melee will go first because Melee is an airbender. Is that fine?
Yeah.
That's racist.
I'm just she's more used to quick on her feet things.
It's okay. I'm just being silly.
Okay, I was able to improv the whole fucking perfume bottle shit. Okay.
And before we go any further,
Yes.
Cyan gave $10 about 26 minutes ago, and says, "Here you go, Phantom. Good job on the recap."
Aw, thank you.
And 11 minutes ago, Cyan gave another $10, says party money to get Melee's perfume/cologne back. Perfect. So, let's go ahead and give these fleetings off to Luca. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And how much is party money again? Let me go check real quick. Because with the Avatar, it's a little bit different because it's just like silver pieces and shit. So money is 1 silver per dollar. Got it. So that's gonna be 10 silvers. It's pretty good. Let's go ahead and you guys trip over a small cache of silvers. What the hell? Look at that. I'm kidding.
Oh.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hang on, Abel just had a fit. Hang on.
5, 6.
Oh no!
7,
Don't let
8,
the pupper pop a stitch.
9.
That's Abel. Abel popped a stitch a bit ago.
We'll get that to you guys in some way. Luca as well as Jen also have fleeting inspirations. We'll get to those in a bit. So Melee, you are the first person.
Okay.
You notice that the Shearshu are behind you guys. They seem to be sniffing at the air. They seem to basically both of them like screech out, looking off towards you guys, basically being like they're there, they're at there. Yes, they are terrifying. They're just as terrifying as you remember back with the perfume thing.
You know how long it took to squeeze a man out of his money to get that?
You know, I will say these images of them are quite cute. I like them. Yeah.
They have funny names.
Let's see. This does not work because it is not nighttime.
All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. I had to make sure he didn't break any stitches.
It's fine. Yeah, be sure to put your guys' speed beside you as well, like Melee did. That way we can keep track of everything.
I like from where they are. It's like I can't push them further back because they're not. How close are they to us?
They are within most attacking range.
Can I push them further away, or is the distance still too big for me to do that?
What are you wanting to try to use to push them away?
Would banish work for that?
Burst of air. Outward from send anything not powerful enough to withstand the force, so the wind's flying away from them. Dispersive of fable. Action reaction. You may roll element versus an attack. Blah blah blah. It's not working at certain bending styles. Any person thrown back must save a reflex check within 3 of your elements. Not prone. You're pretty sure that that's not going to be powerful enough to knock over one of these Shearshu. But if you got a little bit closer, then you could attempt to try to blow one of these people away. Or if they throw those bolas at you, you could save some of your actions to use banishes on the bolas. Because remember, you don't have to do everything on your turn. If you decide to save your actions, all of your AP over here turn into reactions you can use.
Okay. I was also wondering, like, would an elemental adept also help with like one of any of these?
It would do damage, yes.
Okay.
Elemental adept would make banish do damage. But again, do you want to do that now? Do you want to save anything for reactions? What do you want to do?
I'll save it for reactions then, with that in mind, considering if they're gonna throw stuff at us.
Potentially. 2 of them are swinging around some things.
Yeah.
Do you want to do anything else on your turn, though?
No.
Okay. You will save all of these AP for some reactions in case they're needed. Luca.
Yeah.
What are you planning on doing? Also, Melee, do you want to move in any way? Because right now, if they throw those bolas, like let's say at Jin, then you're not going to be able to stop them from hitting Jin with them. Because Jin and Akira are still behind you, and you wouldn't be able to stop them from hitting those two. But if you were to let's say move here, you could potentially use your banish to stop them from hitting those two. But you would then put yourself like right here.
Considering that they wouldn't know how to deflect the bola, I guess with that in mind, she would probably go somewhere here.
Be sure to move yourself 6 spaces, because that's the amount of spaces you can move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You can get there with it. You can get right there. That is exactly 6.
Yeah.
With that in mind, Luca, Melee has gone back. She seems to be taking up a airbending stance. What would you like to do?
Well, everybody's back there. What am I supposed to do?
Who knows, man? Do you want to try to go back there where all the enemies are and attempt to do anything, or would you like to keep staying up here?
Yeah, let's also go back.
All right, you can move your 6. You can move your 6 squares if you like. Or wait, hold on. I think it was supposed to be 4 squares, but I said 6 squares for some reason. It is 4 squares. You know what, Squeaky? I didn't catch it. You can move your 6. I don't care. But yeah, you have 4 squares of movement, Luca, unless you want to throw any more AP into it.
Yeah, I don't think I can make it back there. Let's see.
You can focus on protecting Nuon, even though that's like 1, 2, 3. You can go like right here.
Right here. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's stick with Nuon over there.
Okay. Do you have anything you want to do on your turn, or do you want to save your turns for reactions?
I'm gonna save for reaction.
Okay. Nobody chose 16, right? Or nobody got a 16, right? 16 initiative is down then. I'm going to call out numbers. If you guys rolled the number, let me know. 16? 15?
Oh, wait, no, I'm sorry. I got a 16 plus 1.
So you got a 17.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said I got it. Yeah,
so it's your turn. Go ahead and did you put your? Like I said, I want everybody to put their number beside their token. That way they remember which turn they're on. Go ahead and put a 17 there.
I'm just gonna put my dice there. It's so much easier.
Well, we're gonna have to move around with things. So
What if you roll your dice by accident and you lose your number?
if you just like right click, right click.
No, like right click your person.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I just put it on my person.
Yeah, you can do that too. Like as long as we can see it on your token, that way everybody knows where you're at, like what part of the initiative you're on.
Yeah.
I believe.
There.
There we go.
Good job. All right. So, what do you want to do, Akira?
Well, let's see.
They have now pointed you out. The sheer shoes have screeched at you guys, and the 2 people on the back of each of these are swinging around bolas. They're all coming forward.
So this actually probably shouldn't have stayed this far away. I would like to make a ballsy move, get a bit closer, and try to make the Shearshoe go absolutely nose blind and just make them enraged.
You can definitely try to do something like that. You want to make your way forward? You can move 4 squares.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah. And if I get over here, will this be enough? Will this be close enough?
What do you want to use?
I want to use firebending on the Shearshoes. Like
you would have been fine back there for firebending, just regular firebending. But if you were to use something like oil breath, is that what you're trying to do, or?
I wasn't gonna, but if I can, it is more effective.
Oil breath will be a 15-foot cone in front of you. So if you were to use oil breath, you could actually get.
So I could get both Shearshoe.
You'd have to get closer, because now that I'm drawing it out, That is oil breath.
That's the range of oil breath.
Yeah, if you use one of your APs, you can go further. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's use
for
one.
For 1 AP, you can move another 3 squares.
Okay, yeah, this will be a bit ballsy, but yeah, let's get to here.
If you were to get to right there, you want to go for
because like right here is where I can get them both nose blind.
I can say yeah. I'd say you get the tail end of this one. For like damage purposes.
Yeah,
but,
my whole thing is just to try to make them go like absolutely berserk crazy, because like if they turn on their own, if they accidentally turn on their own.
We'll see if it works. We'll see if it works that way. But it's
I want to see. Yeah, that's the idea. I want to see if.
Okay, go ahead and go ahead. You already used 1 AP. So go ahead and go for that oil breath. What oil are you using? Because I believe right now.
I only have the one, don't I?
Yeah, I believe right now you just have the Dai oil.
So yeah, we're going to go with the Dai oil.
Looking at the Dai oil, you get +4 damage on Dai oil. However, it also does 4 damage to you.
And I have 12. Okay. All right.
Are you fine with that?
Yeah, crazy risks. Crazy
all right,
rewards.
roll me that. Actually, no, you don't roll anything yet. They have to all roll reflex saves.
Okay.
I will say that these 2 waterbenders and both the sheer shoe are inside of it, so all 4 of them are going to roll for their reflex saves.
All right, chat. We're gonna see what happens.
2, 3, 4.
I've got no inspiration and a dice full and a boy full of dreams.
Reflex saves are check or take 4 damage. All right, DC. Here we go. Rolling all of them.
All right.
Oh.
What do I have?
All right. So, unfortunately, both the sheer shoe are going to be exempt from it. However, this sheer shoe, whenever he jumped away, dropped both of them.
Okay.
This sheer shoe, whenever he jumped away from your fire, dropped both of the waterbenders that were on him.
Okay.
So they're going to take the full force of the flames.
That works, I guess. Not exactly my plan, but let's
I need you to roll
right
me
now.
for a survival check, because if not, you will take the damage from your own oil breath. So if you make it, you're only taking 4 damage because of the Dai oil. If you don't make it, you're taking the 8 damage because of how oil breath works.
Okay.
You got this. Give me that roll. You got a really high survival, so you should be good. You should be good. We believe. We believe.
Unless it's in that one.
You have a fleeting now.
Am I fleeting?
Yeah.
Oh.
First roll. Okay.
Oh, thank God.
Not good.
Thank you.
Not great. Not a great roll.
That's what fleeting's for.
That is what fleetings are for.
Come on.
Not 20.
Beautiful.
You will take 4 damage from the Dai oils.
Chat.
You will take
you
4
big
damage from the Dai
bastards.
oils, so you will take down to 9 health. So you're right there. This is the first time you've used the Dai oil. You note just how fucking powerful it is when you spit it out, and you're not ready for it as soon as it goes. But you keep going. You burn the ever-loving crud out of these 2 people in front of you, and they get engulfed. As they are engulfed, they still look like they're on fire even after you're done. This is some powerful oil.
Oh man.
You did not get the sheer shoe in there though. You still have
one.
You still have 1 more AP. What would you like to do?
Oh God, what can I do? Is there
you
anything
can
I
try
do?
another oil breath if you really want to.
No, I mean I think I got like I didn't get the sheer shoe, but I did get these 2 fuckers. So,
You did 100%.
What
You could also put that last AP into firebending. It won't do anything this turn, but it will make all of your firebending checks for the next turn do extra damage.
Yeah, okay, we could do that.
Okay. So you use your last AP to power up your next turn's firebending as you get
Yes.
into a firebending stance, because, you know, now you're the closest person to the fight.
That's fine. That's fine. I knew exactly what I was doing when I took this risk.
Okay. Jin, what is you're on 12 and you are on 6, right, Ichibe? Ichibe, you're not the last one, so that's good. You're not the last
Who's the
in
last
initiative.
one?
You're not the last in initiative, so that's good.
Who's the last one then? Wait a second.
Right after you, Nuwan is going to go. Nuwan looks over toward Luca, looks over toward the two bison. She's gonna like get behind the bison as if like looking like she's gonna protect them, and then she's gonna try her best to do firebending. Let's see what happens, Nuwan. She's gonna try firebending first. See if anything goes down. First roll. Yeah, so no firebending. That's a 9. No firebending. She's gonna try to do earthbending. Maybe that'll work out. Maybe earthbending's good today. She's doing good. She's getting the stances down. She's doing things well. Jin, you're watching as she is attempting to get into her earthbending stance. You see that she does begin to start stomping down into the ground a bit. You notice slight cracking happening beneath her feet, but she's not able to do much else. And finally, she's going to attempt to do that again, because no big styles of bending have happened right now. She's gonna fail with that. However, you do note, Jin, she is now able to crack the ground very okay. Look at that.
She got the first half down.
She's doing good.
she can loosen it. That's just the first half.
Beyond that, until 12, I believe on 13, the bison are gonna go. The bison will begin to move forward. Because those bison are moving forward, these bison will be moving directly behind those bison. Because they're like, oh shit, things are behind us.
Yo, was that a fucking explosion of fire? Let's get the hell out of here.
We'll then go to Sudi. And she's way up here, so I'm going to have her roll for something. The same thing that Ichibe rolled for before. Yeah, don't worry about it. You guys, you know what, ninjas? You guys would know if something was going on. Don't worry.
I've got a question.
What's up?
I know I'm rolling last.
You're not last.
Okay. I know I'm not rolling last, but I know that Sudi is ahead of me.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that if her and I were to grab each a piece of the great rope that I have, we could clothesline and hogtie the other two people? If we were to move as a simultaneous action?
Potentially. I could give you guys the attempt to try at the very least. She would have to keep all of her actions for reactions to do something like that. Are you fine with that?
Yeah. Because as soon as they're hogtied, we just have to fucking knock them out. Just gotta hit them really hard in the head.
You do note that looking at the Shirshu, they are the Shirshu. They are rather large, and again, 60 feet of rope is great and all. You're not sure you're gonna have the strength to overcome them, but you could. You're not sure you won't.
Oh, I'm thinking just the two waterbenders.
That's what I'm thinking too.
Yeah. No, I'm not thinking the fucking Shirshu.
Mm-hmm. She can definitely hold on to her action and wait for that. If she is to do that, then it is the waterbender's turn. Actually, no, it is the Shirshu's turn. This Shirshu, upon jumping back from what happened with you, Akira, is going to move around from the fire. It is going to sniff at the air. The oils that you seem to burn seems to be messing with them slightly. As
Yes.
they seem to be trying their best to reassert themselves. I'm gonna have one of them. I'm gonna have this one roll for his instinct, or for his insight. My bad. No, this will be a survival check. We're gonna have a roll for survival. They're a little bit better at survival, but it's definitely survival. It rolled pretty low. It's trying to get the scent of the air bison back onto it, but as soon as it's trying to sniff around, it can't really seem to sniff out the actual air bison. You, however, smell a bit like an air bison, so it's gonna go for you. It gets around. It seems to have reasserted that you are the one that it's after because you slightly smell like it, and it's going to lash its tongue out at you. This one is not going to be a paralyzing lash. It's going to try to just attack you.
All right.
So, non-paralyzing lash. In that ones! Akira, you see it coming from a mile away. As this thing lashes its tongue out at you, you can see the heat off of the mouth of this thing. You can see like the heat open up and the tongue lash out. You dodge out of the way like just again like almost like a dance as you just get out of the way of it. And as that is going on, it's gonna have its final attack. This one will be a paralyzing lash.
All right.
If it hits, you're gonna have to roll for survival.
Cool.
13. That is gonna be a hit.
All right.
Akira, roll me for survival. If you don't, if you don't make it, you're just gonna take damage. If you do make it, you're gonna take damage and you're gonna be paralyzed for your next turn.
Cool. And kaboom.
18. You're fine. 2. You are going to take 2 damage from that.
That's fine. It's fine.
Akira, you get lashed at twice by this thing. You dodge out of the way the first one. The second one comes at you and lashes down at you. The second sheer shoe is now going to go. This one didn't get nearly as much of the stuff at it. It is going to be dashing with its turn. It knows you're not its target. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. It can't go any further than this, so it can't reach the air bison. But there's a girl here.
Actually, that's a good idea for me to not be attacked by 2 sheer shoes in a row.
So, Melee.
Yeah.
It's going to attempt to lash at you.
Uh-oh.
This one is a non-paralyzing lash. It can only use the paralyzing lash in the last part of its turn.
Mm-hmm.
That is not going to hit. Melee, just like Akira, you dodge out of the way again, almost like a dance. Just moving out of the way and just throwing yourself to the winds. It will do a paralyzing lash now. If it hits you, you're gonna take damage and you're gonna have to roll survival.
Mm-hmm.
That is not a hit. Even though that's a 10 AC, that is not a hit. Squeaky.
Yeah, I'm like easy. I'm supposed to be easy to hit.
Yeah, you dodge out of the way of this thing rather deftly. As the sheer shoe have moved up, it used one of its movement to get as close as it did, and it used the rest of its things to try to hit you. You dodge out of the way.
Yeah.
It is now going to be the Waterbender's turn. These two are going to be on fire.
What a fantastic use of their turn.
They are on fire and they are not happy about it. They will immediately make their movement to get out of the flames. And as they do, they're going to look over towards you, Akira. Both of them do not look great. I will say, looking down at these two, they both look as if they're already on their last legs.
All right.
This one is going to attempt to mount the sheer shoe again. The sheer shoe is confused, so I'm gonna have them roll for their allure, which is not great.
I would have preferred to go after him if he was going to try to get on top of the sheer shoe. So I'm gonna try to get him. If anything happens, I'm gonna try to get to him.
He definitely gets back onto the sheer shoe.
Okay.
But the sheer shoe is still confused and not moving to him, is not listening to him, because the sheer shoe seems to think that you are its target. It's like, no, what are you talking about, guy riding me? This guy's the air bison.
Okay.
These aren't smart creatures.
Actually, if it's still doing that, I wonder, would it still be a good idea to try to burn its nose or try to get ash in its nose?
This one is going to throw its bola over toward Melee. Melee, do you want to try to banish?
Yeah.
All right, go ahead and roll me for your element against this guy's attack.
Okay. I'll just do straight D20.
Oh, you did it. He got a 4. So he throws a bola over towards you to try to capture you. You immediately just chuck it back, and as you do, roll me a D4 because this is an attack that doesn't do damage. So your elemental adept is going to do some damage to him.
Yeah.
You honestly could just take him out with this. You do.
Yay.
Again, these guys are basically on their last legs. The ones that Akira had burnt. As he throws Ebola towards you, you push it right back at him, knocking him in the face, knocking the helm off of him, and he just collapses behind the Shirshu. One down, dudes. This one is going to attempt to throw his bola over toward Akira. Mei Li, you were a little bit away from it. I will allow you to attempt it, however, but you're gonna have to attempt it with a -2 if you want to banish it.
She'll try.
Okay. So he's gonna roll for his attack. Ooh, that's pretty good this time.
Okay.
Actually, I just realized. Do you think the
D20.
Shirshu is my
15
spirit animal?
-2 is 13. So I still beat
It
him.
has
Unfortunately,
no
his
eyes.
attack is a
I have
14.
no eyes.
He had a
Oh,
plus
he's a
2 on his attack.
Oh.
So unfortunately, his attack was a 14. You try to knock it back. It is gonna go through. Akira, I need you to roll me for your reflex. You're getting boled.
I don't expect it to turn out pretty, but we can.
Was
give it
that
a
was I
shot.
adding reflex or anything to that one?
That was supposed to be an element check.
Okay.
Did
so
you not
it's
add your
15
element?
plus-
12.
yeah, I forgot to
Oh,
add my element. It's
Never mind
15
then.
plus
Never mind.
3.
Never mind, Akira. Never mind. Roll me a d4 then, Squeaky.
Okay.
Because you would have definitely blown this bola back.
Yeah.
So 13 total.
2.
2. You blow it back. He is still up. However, since he took the exact same damage as the other guy, you can only assume this guy's basically on his last health. His bola got blown back into him. He catches at it. He doesn't. It seems to fumble out of his hands. He just sees this and he's just gonna go for an attack on Akira. He rushes forward like, oh fuck this, and he pulls out one of the this like brittle looking this like brittle like rusty looking waterbending sword as he's gonna try to slice down over toward Akira.
Damn.
As he attempts to do so, that's a pretty good hit. Akira, you're gonna take another damage.
Okay.
Akira, you're down to 6 health. You're fine.
Okay.
You're fine. We believe in you.
Okay.
Finally, these waterbenders up here are gonna go. This one is going to attempt to throw a bola down at Mei Li. Mei Li, you have
Everybody
only used
keeps
2 of your
throwing
turns.
their balls at me.
Yeah, they are. You've only used 2 of your AP. Actually, you've used 1 reaction and 1 AP. You still have 2 AP left. Do you want to try
Yeah.
to banish again?
I will do the banishing again.
Go ahead. Roll me element,
Okay,
and
one
he'll
sec.
roll his attack.
Alrighty. I've
banishing
just been
act.
rolling straight d20s on this and praying.
Altogether, his is the 14.
Not enough.
Roll me for your reflex then.
Still not enough.
Unfortunate. You guys see one of the ones on the Shirshu beside Mei Li throws down his bola. Mei Li goes down. She is now restrained. As Mei Li gets restrained, the other one is going to throw theirs. Mei Li, you cannot stop this one because you are restrained.
Yeah.
The other one is going to throw theirs over toward Jin. Jin, roll me reflex.
I don't know if I can reach them.
You can.
with
Do
my-
you want to try to do something? What are you trying to do?
What else can I do?
I have a question about these bolas.
1 second
what-
before we get into it real quick. What do you want to try to do, Luca?
Yeah, okay, let's talk about that.
You're trying to do some jerking movements.
Yeah. Let's
Two.
go with the one of the reaction.
Roll me with your element against their physique. They have a pretty high physique.
Okay. I'm just gonna go with the
They are
fleeting.
southern waterbenders. They have that physique is their best roll.
Okay, it's 12 and then fleeting. Okay, so
You got a 16 altogether.
Okay.
They can beat that.
They can.
He's gonna go for it. He doesn't though. Holy crap, he doesn't. All right then. I'm looking through jerking movements. Opponent using an ability that would hit multiple opponents. Half the targets are hit. This check is ineffective. So basically, this is only going to give them a minus because it's not something that's going to hit multiple opponents. I will give it a -2 though onto Jin. Jin, roll me for that reflex. You were saying something too before I shut you up. What were you saying?
What are these bolas? What are they weighted down with?
They seem to be weighted down with some sort of stone. You're not sure if it's a stone that you can do stuff with or not, but you can attempt to try if you'd like.
I'd like to try to erode it. Element check. As a reaction, Bender may attempt to negate other Earthbender strikes by eroding them. This isn't technically an Earthbending strike, and they can't really add their element to it, so I'm going to say you can't do that right now. Because you're not seeing them performing a feat of Earthbending, which would normally give you that one signature to be like, nope. They're just chucking it. They're going as fast as they can with it. So I'm going to say you can't try to erode this one. Especially because you don't know what kind of thing they're using with it. I'm gonna go ahead and be honest with you. It wasn't gonna work anyway. But you can't erode it right now. Okay.
Go ahead and roll me for your reflex.
18.
You're fine. You are absolutely fucking fine. There's no way they can beat that with a -2. As they throw it at you, you look at the bola as it hits the ground. It somewhat cracks when it hits the ground. You look at it. It seems to be made of. It does not seem to be made of earth. It seems to be weighted down with something metal.
Should have spent more time studying that scroll then. Shit.
As that went, you were taken down by this boy. He just threw his thing. They're gonna stay on the sheer shoe. They're not gonna do anything else. They feel like they've captured melee, so they're not gonna fucking do anything else with that.
They're in that spot.
We are gonna go to not Ichibei yet, but I will want Ichibei to roll me one final insight to see if I can have you noticed this before anything happens.
I'll put in another inspiration. Thanks, chat.
Okay.
If it doesn't work out with 2 rolls, it wasn't meant to be because we've already done 2 rolls on this.
Exactly.
12 and 10. So 12 plus how is it insight?
Roll me one more. Roll me one more because I'm going to say that Sudi is helping you.
Okay, because it's 12 plus 3 insight was 15. Let's see if we got one more. Yeah, no, 15's our highest.
Okay.
It wasn't meant to be.
It wasn't meant to be. It's fine. Ichibei, as you're getting ready to perform your plan, you and Sudi are getting ready with the rope. All too late, you notice a rock seemingly falling behind you guys, and you notice the scurrying of some sort of creature.
Oh, another one.
A much larger one.
Oh. How about that shit?
Oh, God.
You guys look over as you see what appears to be a much larger one of these creatures up on top of the rocks. It only seems to have one rider with it. Even though this thing could probably hold like 4. As you look back and see this thing, it opens its mouth and it's going to attempt to attack you, Ichibei. It's going to go for a regular attack. 13 plus its 3. That is going to hit. Ichibei, I would like you to take 2 damage, please.
Okay.
It's going to go for its second attack. Again, this one's not a paralyzing attack because it has to do paralyzing attack. It's the last thing it does. That is also going to hit. It's going to take another 2 damage, my boy. It's going to go for its paralyzing attack. It's going to... It's already attacked you twice. It's going to attempt to paralyze Sudi.
And it's going to because she already hit twice. It'll paralyze as well.
It's a miss!
Oh, that's good.
This large creature seems to, as it strikes you with its tongue, it seems to very much do a ton of damage, Ichibei. You can feel like a slight tingliness coming from where it struck you. but nothing seems to immediately take over. As it goes for Sudi, the two of you jump back on the stones behind you as this thing has basically came up on you guys and is trying to hurt you. From where you guys were, you would normally be hidden, but this thing doesn't care about hiding. It can smell. As it struck you, this chick isn't going to get a turn because she goes on the waterbending turn. I'm just going to assume her turn was getting this thing up here. We are now going to go to your turn, Ichibei.
All right.
You and Sudi are ready for your double attack, but
hold on.
Do you have any changes?
Hold on here. Hold on.
Yep.
I can throw 3 smoke bombs in one action, right?
Looking at your smoke bombs, I believe you can. Let me look.
Because this fucking close, it's not gonna appreciate 3. And then we're gonna have to go tying.
15 feet free action. Up to 3 per use, yes.
Okay. So I will spend 1 AP to use 3 on this motherfucker that's up on the hill.
Assume that he's looking at you, so like on the other side of this thing. So like his face would be in these squares. I should probably choose a different color.
Maybe we should move him then. Or keep him where he is, but let's move him so he's actually Oh, he can't.
That's what I'm saying. You have to look at it from the other side.
Mind. And now he's riding the waterbender.
Great job.
Wonderful.
Everybody's doing their best.
Beautiful.
But yes, he is. What the fuck is he on?
He's on the waterbender.
I'm trying to get the waterbender back on him. Okay, so yeah,
the
you can say that his face is in these 4 squares here.
Okay.
So you're trying to drop 3 of them at once. I believe each of them is a 15 foot, or is it 10 foot? Each of them
recall.
is a 10-foot square. So one of them can fill the area that his face is in.
Yeah, but we really want this tie-in to work, so.
The free action we're going for hitting up and opportunity attacks. Allies can roll survive to escape if you are trying to help them. However, let's turn.
I also don't want to take 3 more hits. I have 6 HP.
As you do this, you throw down 3 around the area. I'm going to say this is going to be enough for you and Sudi to attempt to go back 3 squares. I'm going to say no technique roll necessary because this thing is going to be very much affected by this.
No, but I mean, if we've already got 4 people well, technically 3 because Melee is tied up. We've already got 3 people dealing with the 2 people down here. I'm just going to fucking deal with this guy up here.
Definitely. The big thing I was saying is that with Smokescreen, you have 15 feet of a free movement as a free action. The 2 of you can move 3 squares if you'd like.
Okay, so we can move 3 squares up then.
And again, this is going to be without worrying about like them being 2 squares of movement. It's just 3 free movements. You're gonna move. You're gonna move straight up.
Yeah, because we got to get this guy. So there we go. Perfect. That worked out wonderfully.
I'm gonna have. You were here, I believe.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3. Do you want to be here, or do you want to be here?
Whichever. Like if I'm right there,
if you're
then
there,
Studi
you can hit
3.
him.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
1, 2, and she will probably go. She'll be like under him.
Can't she be like, because she was technically in this square first, can't she be like right here and then she's right beside him as well?
Yeah, that'd be fine.
Okay.
The 2 of you move yourselves forward. She is. Are you guys not doing the? You're not doing the rope thing now. I'm guessing.
There's probably not much reason. Otherwise, we're gonna try and tie this fucking like gopher thing.
Mm-hmm.
And if it's bigger than it originally was, I mean,
yeah,
we
this
got
thing
60
is
feet of
huge.
rope. If it's really like confused for a second with all the smoke around it, then we might be able to get its legs, but I have no fucking clue.
Not to
This
mention,
thing's pretty fucking big.
upon seeing this Ichibei and seeing the claws on this thing and seeing it very easily climb up this mountain beside you, you can kind of tell.
Chain would sooner do better. So let's.
I was more saying you can kind of tell. You can kind of tell now how the waterbenders got up here.
Yeah. So let's just beat the fuck out of this waterbender and then take his bolas and then use it on the thing.
You do you? What do you want to do?
We're gonna beat the shit out of this guy.
I will say you, because she's not going to do the thing that she had held her actions for. She's not going to get to go this turn.
Oh, okay. Well, no, let's just tie this person then. Because if he's tied, he can't do anything. He's gonna try and break free, but what's he gonna be able to do? Let's fucking throw him down the mountain.
You're gonna try to tie the Waterbender or the
Waterbender.
Shoot. Okay.
Yeah, because I'm not about to use up reaction due to my miscalculations.
Alrighty. I mean, things have changed. If you want to change it, like again, it's perfectly fine.
Yeah, but if we can tie this person, then they can't waterbend, so it doesn't matter.
I'd like you to roll me for your physique and roll me with advantage with her helping you.
Okay.
You have a higher physique than she does, so.
Okay. And the advantage means I rolled 2, right?
Yes, and you have a fleeting, so.
Oh, and I have a fleeting, and I put in 1 inspiration.
That's
because it took me 5 rolls and I didn't see this guy. So we're gonna use 4 rolls to tie this fucker. I'm not up for this shit. 12. 3. 19. 12. So 19 plus 3 is 22.
Oh, I sincerely don't think do not think the Waterbender can go against this. They cannot. Okay. You jump up with Sudi. As the two of you jump, you will basically tackle the Waterbender off of the sheer shoe, and as you do so, the two of you attempt to grapple her. I would like you both to roll me one more time for your physique, please.
Okay.
This time I'm gonna have her roll and you roll.
The person we're fighting roll, or
I'm having Sudi roll.
Okay, I'll put in 1 inspiration. That's an 11. And an 18.
Hell yeah. The two of you get this Waterbender onto the ground, and you begin to try to tie up the Waterbender. Do you want to leave the actual tying to Sudi, or do you want to make sure to do it yourself? I will say, if you do it yourself, then that's going to be your turn, is completing this. So you can either leave it to Sudi to do and have one more action, or you can do it yourself and get him and try to get this tied down.
I'll do it myself and get this tied down, because we got 3 people against 2 people, and we've got Akira against 1 person that's almost dead, so we're fine.
Roll me for your technique and roll me with advantage, because she'll be helping you.
Okay. So I got 4 technique, and I got advantage. Should I use another inspiration? I've got 2 rolls here. We're almost finished with this bullshit, so I should just use fucking 1 inspiration. It's a 6. That's a 14. And that's a 5. So 14
Altogether,
plus
18.
4 is 18.
You have this person grappled and tied. As the two of you tie her down, this sheer shoe turns, like having like thrown its head around in the smoke for a bit. It did not even have any way of reacting to that. But you know, there's a big sheer shoe there now. And finally, the last person in the initiative, Yuki. Yuki would make it colder, but you know, Kometu's in her. I'm kidding. Honestly, Yuki, do you have anything that won't hurt everybody else?
Huh. Wait, did I go?
Looking at Yuki's stuff. Oh wait, no, you didn't go, did you? You should have went before. You should have went before fucking before Ichibei, but you were supposed to go after the sheer shoe. My bad. It's your turn now. Well, you'll go before Ichibei next turn.
It's all good.
All right, Jin, what's up?
I've been thinking, which is very dangerous, I know, but I've been thinking.
Dangerous pastime?
Yes. We're on a cold ass mountain, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's a cold, icy mountain, right?
Mm-hmm.
In the middle of winter, right?
Mm-hmm.
How frozen is the ground?
The ground is pretty frozen. It's not like ice covered, but it is definitely frigid.
Enough for cryoscitism.
You can definitely use cryoseism.
Cool. This is the first time I get to use it because we never had. I can't remember any scenario where we haven't been in the frozen waste. So
you can do a 10-foot circle around you to do this in. So would you like to move somewhere first?
Yeah.
Where are you moving?
I'm gonna go right here. I want to go this. So that's how many feet? Not like too much feet.
3, 4, 5, 6. That's gonna be 6 squares of movement.
I have. Shit. What's my movement again?
You can move 4, and then you can use 3 more with an AP.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 4, 3. I'll just take an AP away.
Okay. Would you like to use that cryo size on my dude?
I would like to try. I would like to try and use cryosizing. Yes.
Let's check that out really quick. Cracks all over the surface. Ability to make a loud sound. Temporary deafen those who are too close. 15% style check and temper around the user. Ability can also be used to large bodies. Blah 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 blah. I will let you know. First off, it does say that find themselves at disadvantage in frigid climates. You could technically use this without it being a frigid climate.
Ah.
However, you know, it makes more sense to use it in a frigid climate.
Fair.
You don't do any rolls. They're all going to have to roll their survival.
Cool. They're really close. That's a really hard roll.
Yep. Alrighty. They are southern waterbenders, so they do have a decent survival. And as does the sniffer boy, but someone's gonna have to fucking fail. There's 3 of them. They all 3 nat 20. I'm kidding.
That makes me sad.
The one, by the way, on the top left, from where my position is, which is, I'll let you know whenever it hits, is the sniffer boy. The sniffer boy got a 7.
That's not good.
3 was from one of them. One of the 3 earth or waterbenders is fine. This one is fine from where it is. However, it was on top of one that got a 7. So this loud cracking sound seems to hit as this sheer shoe seems to rise back on its hind legs and screech out. As that happens, it knocks both of them away, this one holding onto his ears as he falls onto the ground, disorienting both of them. This one over here is still fine. He kind of lands on his feet. The other 2 have basically, like, flailed about from the large sound that seems to emanate from you.
So one's prone. The sheer shoe is freaking out. This one's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to use my last AP for Earth Spike.
Who are you spiking?
The one who's on his feet. It's like getting a spare in bowling.
Bender versus physique versus reflex, or physique or reflex versus element roll. So I need you to roll me for your element, and they will probably roll their physique because that is their highest.
Oh, that was almost 16. It rolled over to a 1. So that's
right.
A 4.
Let's see if they also get a 1. You do have a fleeting.
Wait, I do?
Yes, you do have a fleeting.
Oh shit. I didn't even know that. Wee.
That's better.
It's 8.
Do you have any more fleetings before I make a decision?
I think
you have one more fleeting, actually. Yeah, go ahead. One more time.
Wee. That's a.
That is
14.
actually gonna do it.
Can you not beat a 14?
Actually, no. They have a 3 physique. They beat you by 1.
Yeah,
unfortunately, you did get beat with that. But you did do cryosism, which is a bending attack that happened that did not do damage. So I'm gonna roll for your elemental adept to see how much damage the other 2 take.
Oh shit! Really?
Yep, that's gonna be a D4.
2.
All right, both the sheer shoe and the other waterbender will both take 2 damage. Again,
Yeah.
guys, you can't just give it after I've said things.
Yeah.
After I've said what happened, you can't just give it, unfortunately. That is going to be for his next roll. But you do have another fleeting now.
I'm going to mark it over here.
As you have done this, both of these 2 have taken 1 damage, and they're both disoriented, meaning all of their rolls the next turn they're gonna have to make with disadvantage, and I can't put anything into it.
Yeah. Cool. I'm a
As we go,
concussive grenade.
as we go to Yuki again, I'm really not sure Yuki can do anything without hurting you guys.
She has to have a single target. Come on.
She does not. She's not a bender.
Damn it, Yuki.
She is instead going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. She's gonna get over to Mei Li, and she's gonna attempt to get Mei Li out of the bola.
Hey.
She's only gonna have 2 chances because she had to use 1 AP to get there. So first attempt. Oh, okay. Mei Li, you are out of the bola. Yuki ran up to you with Kometu, and then she just kind of seemed to extend like little claws from her hands, and she just cut the bola like basically in half from where the rope part was.
Yuki!
She just gives you a little smile, and then she points over toward the Shirshu, and then she points to herself, and she kind of shrugs, and she's like, "Unless you want me to kill everyone, I kind of can't do anything right now." She doesn't say that, but.
Get them, Yuki! Destroy them all!
Yo, what the fuck, though?
She does have an ice... Okay.
No.
She technically can get these guys over here, but that's gonna fucking kill this guy. I don't think she would mind killing him though. So especially
they're out to kill the bison herder.
Yeah.
So if you're out to kill, best be prepared to possibly be killed.
I think she's gonna use her isolated storm on this area.
Oh boy.
This is the thing that she had used before, Luca, if you remember, on those the people inside of the yeah, so here we go. She's gonna try to do that. Both of them are gonna have to roll survival. He automatically fails because he's on the ground and he's basically frozen solid. Let's go for the Shirshu.
Yo, he fucking dead.
Shirshu's gonna roll.
She dead.
Mama, just kill the man.
And she's rolling for her element.
To his head.
Can her element beat a 13?
Pull the trigger, now he's dead.
No. All right. So the Shirshu unfortunately jumps out of the way of it, sensing it, and jumps back into where the oil area was and begins like throwing his head around. But this guy's dead.
Can I eat him?
Cool beans.
Dude, don't eat him. We have to count things after everything's done.
We have to count how many fingers and toes he has.
With that being the case, however, she'd already used up all of her stuff. Will she? She's gonna actually do something. She's gonna take 1 HP. And upon taking that 1 HP, she's going to move it. She's like, "Fuck you, Shirshu. Roll again, bitch."
Hi.
First roll. I don't think it's gonna hit him either way. No. I tried, Yuki.
She doesn't have any Yuki-spiration.
I mean, she probably does. But, you know, I have already made the roll now. The Shirshu jumps again out of the way. Unfortunately, does not get hit with the damage from that. She shrugs. She's like, "I tried." With that being said, we go back up to the top of the initiative. Because that loud sound was brought up from the cryoseism, I'm gonna roll really quick for a couple of things. Okay. You guys hear, from far off, a roaring sound from where you guys are. As you do, a big ol' air bison lands a little bit away from you guys.
Bala has joined the battle.
Bala lets out a roar from where he stands. He is then going to turn around and he's going to send a jet of air in a straight line downward. which unfortunately is going to do a couple of things. One, it's also going to hit Jin and it's going to hit Ichibei. Or not Ichibei. It's going to hit Jin, it's going to hit Akira. But it doesn't do damage, so it's fine.
Oh no.
He turns around and slams down onto the ground. A line of just very concentrated air goes by the area. I would like for Akira and Jin to roll me for their reflex, please.
I mean, I still have reaction. I don't know if I can push them out of the way of that.
You're gonna try. If you try to jerk them out of the way, I would say that I will give them both advantage.
Okay, I will do that.
Roll got a 16 plus what is it?
Roll me for your reflex. Yes.
So 17.
17 and I believe.
That was a 19. Let's see if we 20 because we got advantage. 19 plus.
Both of you are fine.
22.
As the two of you are about to get hit by this, you guys feel a jerk come from you that both of you, with the aid of said bloodbending jerk, jump around 4 squares off to the left or to the right, completely getting out of the way of the line of air. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These 5 are going to roll for their reflex. What's up?
Is this still active?
Is what still active?
This storm.
Yeah, it stays active.
Okay, cool.
She can also move it on her turns.
Cool. I don't think she needs to move it right now though.
As this happens, I'm gonna say that I'm gonna go ahead and color code these. The 2 of these will be the sheer shoes. They're going to have to beat a 14 with the reflex. Each of them, the sheer shoes have 4 reflex, and the waterbenders have 2 reflex. One of the sheer shoe and all of the waterbenders will not get pushed. However, this sheer shoe gets pushed into the storm. As he gets pushed and gets knocked prone into the storm, I'm just going to deal the damage to him.
Damage.
He gets dealt the damage from the storm that Yuki made. You guys see bits and pieces of just ice and frost begin to pile up on it, as it is not prone. The others are all fine.
Oh yeah, don't they have disadvantage from previously? Or like
from what?
From
the cryoseism! Yes, yeah. Hold on. That is completely true. These 2 do have disadvantage. I will have those 2 re-roll.
Always pack your flashbangs, kids.
The sheer shoe is still fine. However,
yeah.
He gets flung down.
They already took 2 damage, so.
Yeah. I'm gonna roll for his thing because he still has 9 health. But Yuki's thing can technically do more if he really, really fails. So I am gonna have him roll again for that with disadvantage.
Disadvantage is the best thing to apply to people who aren't you.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Lower.
He needs to get one. He needs to get 1 lower. If he gets 1 lower, he will take the full damage. He does not. He will take a lot of it though. As he gets blown in there, he takes 8 damage.
He's on 1 health. Are you fucking kidding me?
He's on 1 health. The sheer shoe will also take a large amount of damage, but not. It is still up. The sheer shoe have way more health than these guys.
Dude, what a fucking mad lad.
These 2 have jumped out of the way from the bison, but the bison has basically landed and then thrown a fucking large air attack down the way. Mei Lee.
Yeah.
I would like for you and Nuwan to please roll me for your element.
Element.
As the air bison comes down, one of the original masters of airbending, and does a big ol' airbending attack.
I'm gonna put 2 inspiration.
Unfortunately, Nuwan doesn't have any inspiration, I don't think.
I don't know if I have any fleeting, so I don't think so.
Mei Lee does not have any fleeting right now.
Alrighty. First one is a 7. That is a 16 with a 3, 19. and 2. So 16 plus 3 is 19.
Melee, upon watching the air bison do what he did, that humongous line of concentrated air, you start looking at it and you start trying to see if you can like kind of get a feel for what that was. Roll me one more time to see if you get a 20 because you just got a fleeting.
One more time.
Yeah, just to see if you get a 20 because you got a 19 before. No, you're fine.
12. No.
You're not able to immediately get it, but you can now commit that to memory for if you decide to do any training at some point, whenever there's some downtime. As for Nuan, let's see. Nuan doesn't have any fleeting, so she's gonna roll straight.
Come on, kid. Come on, just fucking once.
She has a -2 to her element, so you know.
Why are you so fucking bad?
Unfortunately, she did not even attempt to grip that. She's like, "Oh fuck." But hey, no, who knows? Maybe Melee can teach her one day. As that happens, that is going to be Bola's turn. Bola is basically going to be the legendary actions of this area, because this is his fucking place. This is his home. He gets lair actions. We're gonna go back up to Melee. Melee, you have gotten raised up by Yuki. You are no longer restrained. What would you like to do?
What's this other shit doing?
He had been reared up, and he seems to be shaking his head because of all the sound that happened with him before.
And these guys aren't looking so good.
They got thrown into that area. This guy in particular is not looking great. And this guy as well is not looking great. Neither of the two waterbenders over there are looking great.
She could probably try to finish off one of these guys, or she can try to get the sheer shrew away.
You do you?
Can I use banish on this to like push it back and maybe whittle it down a bit?
From what you had saw the last time you had used banish, he seems very, very much like something too large for you to do banish with. You can try something like maybe wind blast.
Sure.
But that is mostly going to be a different beast than banish. But wind blast is specifically for stuff like this. It will be against its physique, which you can only tell is pretty good. But the more AP you add, you can add +2s to your roll for each one.
We'll use all the AP.
Okay, so that's going to be all of the all together. That's going to be a +4. Add AP to make it against other airbender problems type, maybe use a reaction. Blah 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 blah. We're not going to use that. So I need you to roll me for your element +4.
And here's an inspiration.
Oh.
3.
That is going to be a 22.
Yeah.
I will have it roll its physique. Not even close. Are you trying to knock it over, or are you trying to move it back?
Knock it over.
Knock it over? Definitely. You go for a wind blast over toward the sheer shoe over here. As you do, it seems to hit the tree behind it, let out a roar, and collapse onto the ground from where it was at. That was still technically one that does not do damage, so roll me a d4 for Elemental Adept. Another 3 damage added onto that. Oh.
And this Elemental Adept shit's pretty fucking good.
Yeah. As it strikes the tree and falls over, letting out a deep roaring sound from it. We are gonna go to Luca.
Yalla. Okay. Let's see.
Do you want to save anything for reactions, or do you want to go at things?
I actually want to
Oh dear.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
Okay, 1,
How are you?
2, 3, 4.
Mhm.
Okay, and then I guess to use extra AP to move. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, cool.
You can only go up to 3 with extra AP.
Oh, extra AP. So here, 1.
If you would like to hold your actions, you could see if Akira can get closer to you if you wanted to get 2 heals.
That is true.
Do you think that's something you want to do, Akira, on your turn? Might want to step back 1 and get a heal on your turn, Akira.
Yeah.
If you'd like to hold on to your actions, I will say that if he gets closer to you, you can give him your other 2 AP and heals.
Okay, I'll do that.
Okay.
Can I also get the refill on my water skin so I can keep track?
Never. No. Okay. Yeah. My
Oh
God.
no.
No. Technically, this isn't pond water anymore.
River water.
River water. There's a difference. River water is clearer than pond water, so it's like it's like that.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah, you got it. All right. So, with that being said, Akira, it's your turn. Would you like to move back 1 to get some heals?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
Boop. All right, you using both your thing for heals, Luca?
Yeah.
That is going to be 3 and 3. So go back and give yourself 6 HP back, Akira. 2,
Great.
3,
Full health.
4, 5, 6. Almost. You still have 1 injury.
Okay.
But you're fine. You're back up to decent health.
Oh yeah, no, you're perfect. Yeah, great.
All right, what do you want to do on your turn, Akira?
Okay, what do we got? Let's see. This guy's dead. Those 2 are in a pickle right now, so I don't want to exacerbate that.
You did power up your firebending last round, so you do know that you will be hitting with 2 damage for every attack for your firebending this round. If you just want to do some basic attacks.
Right.
And I will say this guy probably can't take one of your basic attacks. If you actually hit this guy or this guy with a basic attack, they're both down.
Okay, yeah, we'll actually what's the status on this sheer shoe?
It's been hurt. You're not sure how much. It doesn't look like it's on its last legs or anything. Neither does this one here. This one here's been hurt more, but it's going to take damage as soon as it starts its turn.
All right. Let's go after this guy then.
Okay. You going to go for just a regular thing of firebending?
Basic bitch fire attack. Yeah.
Okay. With your fire adept stats, it's going to be a +2 to your firebending attack. So go ahead and roll me for your element, my dude.
All right.
Ooh. Oh! Let me look and see if you have any fleeting.
No, probably
you don't.
not, right?
Yeah, you don't have any fleeting right now. That's going to be a miss. Do you want to try again?
Yeah, sure.
Roll again.
Better.
Hey, that's a hit.
Yay.
You were fighting the one right in front of you over here?
Yes.
He's down. He's not dead, he's down. So you guys don't have to kill him if you don't want to, or you can just fucking murder him. Do you want to go for the other guy?
Yeah, let's go for the other guy.
Roll me one more time then.
$15.
That's a hit. As he also goes down.
Cool.
Which means he's gonna die his turn. Because he's inside the storm. That's fine. They're trying to kill you. Who cares?
Yeah, fuck these guys.
Yeah, but I'm not edgy, so I don't really have a need to kill him.
It's fine. They're trying to murder you guys.
All right.
Nuwan's turn. Nuwan is going to step forward. She's going to see all the things going on. She's going to look back toward Baola, and she's going to do 3 consecutive, probably failed element checks. First element check. That's not the worst she's ever rolled. That is. Okay. She's trying her best to figure some things out. She's still having some problems with the whole getting the whole elemental help thingy going down. But she's trying her best, but it ain't working out too well. She's going to move away from the sheer shoes.
It's like, nah.
Speaking of the sheer shoes, it is the whatever's left of the Southern Water's turn. This guy is going to attempt to get back on the sheer shoe. Which means he has to roll a lore. And if he fails, bad things are going to happen to him. He's going to try to get on the frenzied fucking sheer shoe, and he's going to get kicked away and take damage. That is going to be... Oh, if this gets a max roll, I think he's down.
Get fucked.
Is it a max roll? It's not. All right. He will take 1 damage from that. He attempted to do that on his turn. He didn't work. He's just basically gonna say fuck it, and he's gonna start going over towards you now. 4. He's still a little bit away from you. He's gonna chuck his sword at you.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, a lot of the Southern Waterbenders' weapons are throwables.
I get it. I see what you're doing. I get it.
He's going to chuck his sword at you. His brittle and rusted sword. He chucks his brittle, rusted, bony sword at you, and as it goes to hit, you just kind of move out of the way. And it strikes on the ground and shatters. So he's gonna be done. I'm assuming he's gonna be done now.
Jin just looks him dead in the eye and says, "Are you done now?"
This Southern Raider is going to flail around, but they're gonna be tied up, you see. They're a little bit tied up at the moment.
Ha ha ha! Throw it down the fucking cliff.
It's gonna be Sudi's turn. Sudi is going to look over towards you. Ichibe, what is the plan?
So this is the only one that's like actually stable apart from that one over here, right?
All 3 of the sheer shoes are up.
Yeah. But all the waterbenders are down.
Except for this one and her, yes. But she's basically out. Like she cannot get out of the rope.
Yeah. So we got to keep this one so that it can answer some questions. Because pirates, as the name suggests, aren't necessarily a lawful group. They basically work to take things so that they can make money to live good lives.
Mm-hmm.
Jin's
they
turn
definitely
doesn't
wouldn't
come
want to be
before
thrown off
Ichibe's.
a cliff.
Ichibe's goes after Jin, but not before Sudi's. It's Sudi's turn right now, C-Test.
So, we're done with the waterbender. Now we just got to make sure that these fucking things aren't going to kill us.
You're just going to point out toward this thing and be like, that?
I guess so.
She's going to go for
we
some
could
attacks
flee
on
away
this?
from it. We could try and flee from it, but I don't know. It's pretty fucking fast.
Do you want to try to get this thing closer to people who can help you? Because she's all for fleeing down the mountain if possible.
Oh boy, sorry. How about this person isn't gonna untie themselves anytime soon? So
no. And this, I will say, this creature seems very at home on the mountains.
Yeah.
So,
should should we fucking drag this person down with us, or
It's up to you.
would that be difficult?
It wouldn't be that difficult if you as long as
Okay,
again,
we're taking this person with us.
Okay. Sudi is gonna grab onto the rope and then just start dragging her down as she starts sliding down the mountain.
Yep, that's the smartest thing.
That is gonna be because she's gonna be sliding down most of the way. I'm gonna do some bludgeoning damage to the Southern Water member.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
I'll do.
And I am gonna try to tame this thing by jumping onto it.
And 2. That's gonna be 4 damage to her.
Ah.
She gets all the way down, and then she's gonna use her AP to basically 1, 2, 3. She's gonna get over here. Leaving you up there, Ichibe, you can decide what you're gonna do in a little bit. It is now the Shearshoe's turn. This one is going to leave the circle. It's gonna roll to see if it takes any damage, however, first. It does not. It is not going to take any damage. It leaves the circle. It lets out a screech, and it's going to go right around to the area with all of you guys around it. As it lets out a screech, it's going to try to deafen Yuki, Akira, and Luca. I would like for the 3 of you to roll me for your survival, please. Loading crew rated with a party of 9. I didn't see that, guys. Thank you very much. That was 3 minutes ago. I didn't even see that.
10.
We're in the middle of some Shearshoe fights. You got a 10 altogether?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Akira, you want to roll me for your survival?
Sure.
You are getting an ear assault from a screech from this boy.
Woo.
You're gonna be fine.
gotta
And
say-
Yuki is going to roll. Yuki's rolling with disadvantage.
I have no idea what the Warhammer reference is to, but whatever it is, you're absolutely right.
What?
Both Yuki and Luca will be disoriented this round, which means they will make all their checks until their next turns with disadvantage. So on your guys' next turns, you guys will be disoriented.
Okay.
And it's going to go for a lick over toward Yuki, because it's really wanting Yuki to stop that whole storm thing that's going on. First attack. 14, that's going to hit. It's going to deal 2 damage to Yuki, and then he's going to go for a paralyzing attack on Yuki.
Pardon me.
2. This one is the one that's below half health, so yeah, that is going to also hit because he gets his bonus. Yuki has been paralyzed.
Oh no.
As Yuki is struck with the paralyzing strike of this boy. The storm disappears. This guy is still this guy already had a turn. He's dead. Let's just put little X's below the ones who are dead. This guy's dead. This guy's dead. This guy's okay until someone hurts him.
This guy regrets his entire life.
This guy is soon to be dead. This one is going to rush up. It's going to get around here. It's going to go for a trio of attacks, and by getting rid of one of its AP, 2 of them are going to be paralyzing attacks.
Oh no.
He's going to go for 1 paralyzing attack on Jin.
Where the fuck on?
Roll me survival. I know, actually, blah, blah, blah. Let me roll for its attack first. I forgot that this is something it has to hit you with first. It does not hit. Second paralyzing attack at Jin.
You fucker. 12.
That's gonna
My AC is
hit.
14.
That's gonna hit.
Oh.
Roll me survival.
Oh no.
Do you get
Thanks,
paralyzed? You do not!
Thank-
You
Thanks,
just take 2
Gauntlet, for
damage.
giving me a +1.
You just take 2 damage.
Ow.
Boop.
Fucker.
As it goes towards you, it goes to strike you with the tongue lashing of a lifetime. You do not go down. And Big Shearshoe. Big Shearshoe just notices that its rider gets taken away from it. Big Shearshoe is going to not worry about Ichibe. It's going to climb down the mountain as if it is absolutely nothing, just holding its claws into the rock and stabbing them into it as it goes. As it seems upside down, almost like a lizard, it is going to go for several paralyzing attacks at Sudi. First paralyzing attack. That's going to be a miss. That's surprising. This thing doesn't miss a lot. Second attack. That's a hit. Sudi will have to roll for their survival. They only have... Let's see. That's it. Oh, Sudi! Nice!
Yay.
And final paralyzing attack at Sudi.
Fucking...
Oh!
Oh. Sudi down.
Unfortunately, that doesn't even it's not even gonna roll for paralyzing. That's just down. With the double damage, Sudi goes down.
Uh-oh.
At which point, Sudi seems to be wrapped in the tongue of this thing.
Ew.
As Sudi is wrapped in the tongue of this thing, it does seem to crawl over and look like it's guarding its the southern water member here.
Great.
We go to Jen's turn.
Yay.
What are you gonna do, Jen?
Well, since this person doesn't technically exist as a living entity anymore, shit. This ain't just shit.
Night Den, sorry I didn't see that for a little bit.
Huh. God, this ain't a good situation. So I can move 4 space. It's 4 spaces before AP to use to move, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I can't.
If I can move
Melee, before Jin
another
decides what to
way.
do here, I want you to roll me another insight.
Another insight.
Because you're the only one who knows these things. So I want to see if you know something that they can do, just in case Jin does a thing, and you could tell them, you can advise them against it.
Alrighty, so I'm gonna put my last inspiration in this, and we're gonna hope. That is a 9 for the first roll.
Oh,
And
come
a
on.
3.
9. That's just a 9. Unfortunately, no. It's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it.
I just move away from melee.
Jin, as you
Yeah?
turn away from this thing, it's gonna attack you.
Oh, it has attacks of opportunity, huh?
Mm-hmm. This one didn't because it was covered in smoke screen from Ichibe, but these ones do.
Okay.
And the other one didn't attack Kira because it was disoriented because of the flames that happened.
Yeah.
But it is going to attempt to attack you with a paralyzing lash.
All right.
You're the best person to get hit with the paralyzing lashes, to be fair.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not even gonna hit you. Good job.
Cool. Okay. I'm gonna use. Let's see. Okay. I think I'd like to use earthbending.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna start yeeting rocks at these two fucking things.
Do you want to charge up your earthbending so your earthbending will do more next turn? Or do you want to just go for the regular damage earthbendings?
Well, I guess I'll do the regular damage and then charge up. That's how this works, right? Or you just have 1 AP.
Well, if you use basically if you're going for one attack, if you throw the other 2 AP into it, you can make that attack and every attack on your next turn have powered up damage.
Ah, then yeah, okay, yeah. That's what I meant. Yeah, let's do that.
So that is going to be, since Earthbending adds 2, that is going to be, if you hit with this one, it's going to do 5 damage.
Rocks hurt. You throw rock. Grug like throw rock. Good throw rock. 16.
Who are you attacking with that one?
This one. This one.
The one that lashed you?
Yeah.
All right, he'll take 5 damage.
Nice.
Oh. Lots of damage.
That's a lot of damage. And
a lot of damage.
I do have one more.
No, if you put both your AP into it, that was the 5 damage.
Okay.
Because that was the attack plus the 2 plus the 2.
2. Okay.
All right. 2. We then move on to Ichibei. Ichibei, bad things just happened.
You blinked and Suji's dead.
Yeah, rip. Oh boy. I'm just thinking.
She had one job. She did her job. She got the water buddy out of the way.
Job.
She just got fucking mauled by a giant anteater badger.
I mean, I've got elevated strike right now. I'm
You
up on
do?
the hill.
You do. I will say I would definitely give that to you if you slided down and jumped on him.
All right. We're about to do some wrangling.
You gonna go for a jump attack?
Yeah.
You go down. I would like you to go ahead and roll me for that. For that reflex, my dude.
All right. Let's see here.
With your elevated strike, if you strike, that's going to do an extra. That is going to do a. You have a +2 to hit them. And. Movement, any targets. I can't give you the extra damage because she's not awake. But you are having elevated strike.
What do you mean? What do you mean she's not awake?
Well, if you have you have the flanking thing.
Yeah.
She's not able to help you with flanking.
Oh. Okay. Even though they're distracted with their master.
Yeah, she's not able to help you with flanking.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm using 1 inspiration.
Go for it.
And what am I rolling again?
You're rolling for your reflex to strike with this boy.
That's an 8 and a 4.
Your first
8 plus 4 is 12.
You do have the extra +2 from the elevated strike.
Okay, so that's 14 then.
Unfortunately, that still is gonna miss. I'll let you make the other two attacks as if you're elevated though, because you are jumping down onto it.
Okay. I'm not gonna put any inspiration to this because I don't have a lot, so I'm just gonna roll it.
Oh,
that's 20.
That's a hit. And you going for another stab?
Yeah. That's a 5.
You do get the one good hit. As you jump down, you stab into the Shirshu from above. As you do, it drops Sudi. She's unconscious. And you are now currently on top of the Shirshu.
All right.
Good job. Wrangle
mine
that boy.
now.
You got him. It belongs to you now, you see.
I have marked it with the dagger of it's my fucking property.
Watch as I feed it more of that spirit blood and make it love me.
Good job following Phil's advice. What was Phil's advice?
What was Phil's advice? Good old Phil. Yuki's turn. Yuki is going to spend her turn being unconscious and paralyzed. So that's fun.
Good
Top
job,
of
Yuki.
the round. Top of the round. Bola's turn. Poof. 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 Excuse me, Sudi. Poof. Bola is going to go over toward the large Shearshoe, and Bola is going to ram it.
You mean Bala?
Yeah, whatever, Bala. I keep saying Bola, it's Bala. Bala's gonna slam into it. Oh, that's gonna hit.
The real boss fight begins now.
The two of them have to do opposing physiques to see if he knocks him over. Ooh, unfortunately, the Shearshoe does make it. That's very surprising, actually. But it does get hit, and that is going to be a decent chunk of damage. As Ichibe, you're holding on, but you just got slammed into by a fucking giant air bison.
Yay!
It's going to go for another slam.
Did I take any damage from that?
No, you're fine.
Okay,
All right.
that's good.
And
Fuck that.
final AP, because it missed that last slam. Yeah, it only gets one good slam in. As it slams into this boy, and then lets out a roar. We go to Melee.
Yeah.
Melee. Most of the Water Tribe soldiers are down, but also Yuki is down, and also Sudi is down.
Sudi is also down?
Yep.
Where is she? I can't find. Okay, she's over there. Because she would have ran to Yuki, because Yuki's the closest thing to her, but we're now surrounded by Shearshoe. And she is scared.
She is scared of the Shearshoe because of her tragic backstory, you see.
You don't understand. They're like my clone, and they're like, Melee, you fucking bitch, it's not the time. And then we had to run.
You're like, I just bought that.
They were going to kill us, you see. Being in a dance troupe that travels is hard, but you learn a thing or two. Like, fuck your cologne, it's Shearshoe.
Melee. Roll me insight. Just because there's one last thing I really want you to really want you to see.
God. I'm not gonna get it because I don't. This is a 9.
I can't give it to you. You notice that this one seems more hurt than the other ones. This one here.
Which one?
This one here.
This one, that one, okay.
I can't tell you what that means, but...
Yeah, if it looks more hurt, the only thing she can think of is to try to push it away.
You want to do so?
Yeah, she'll try to not so much like knock it down, but just push it away.
What are you trying to use?
Banish.
Again, you know that these things are a little bit too big for banish.
Wind blast then.
Okay. Are you gonna put more into it, or just gonna go for regular wind blast?
I'll just put all the AP in it.
I will let you know. You do know that if you hit with all 3, that means you're gonna roll 3 of these for damage because of Elemental Adept.
Yeah, that's fine.
But if you put all your AP into 1, you're only gonna get to roll this once.
But I still add the +4, which is a better chance of me actually hitting.
That's up to you.
Right?
Yes, but
yeah,
it's up to you.
Yeah, I'll just put it all into 1.
Okay.
16.
16 plus 4 plus 3.
23.
Yep. They have to roll their physique. Which I don't think can do anything. No, it cannot. Roll me for the D4. And hope for Max.
4.
Hey, it is Max! So, Mei Lee, you start having some flashbacks to your troop leader.
Mm-hmm.
Your troop leader, who was a great earthbender. She had done her best to keep all of the Shearshu away from you guys while you were fleeing with the others, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you had remembered that she had struck in a Shearshu with a volley of earth strikes until it seemed to start waning away from it. And after a certain amount of earth strikes had happened, you remembered that the Shearshu from your remembrance, from your memory, after a certain amount of damage was done to them, they began to flee.
Yeah.
As this one begins to run off immediately.
Okay.
It does not seem to have any want to fight any longer.
Alrighty, so that means that we just have to beat this one up a little bit until it decides to fuck off.
That was your entire turn, though, because you went for just the one big attack.
Mm-hmm.
So we move on to Luca. Do you want to say that out loud?
That's the thing. I was gonna ask, like, can she at least yell that? She
Yeah,
just,
definitely.
Like,
Just whittle them down a little bit. They don't want to die. They'll run away if they're hit enough.
All right.
I remember now.
I've been really traumatized, you see.
I remember now our troop mother kept hitting it until it went away.
That logic applies to a lot of things.
She kept hitting it.
Stop yelling. I have a headache.
That is true. You are disoriented right now.
sorry.
No, she's disoriented in-game.
Oh, okay.
Game.
So Luca, with your disorienting nature, of which you will be rolling with disadvantage on your turn, what do you want to do?
Oh boy. I could try. It's worth a shot.
It's fine. Walk up to it and heal it, and then because Elemental Adept, you'll do D4 damage. I'm kidding.
Yes, of course. That's logic. Oh boy. I think I can only really waterbend at it, or at least try to.
You definitely could. You want to start it?
Mm-hmm.
Go for some attacks, or go for one big attack, whichever one you want to do.
One big attack. Let's try.
One big attack?
Yeah.
You put in each AP to make your attack do 3 damage if it hits. Rolling for that element.
Oh boy.
That is not going to hit. However, that does mean that for your... Oh, wait, no, you did...
Disadvantage.
Yeah, it's not going to hit because of the disadvantage. Yeah. However, that is going to make all of your attacks next turn do 3 damage.
All right.
So you didn't... It's not like a big waste of a turn, at least. Do you want to move? You had remember seeing what happened with Jin.
I did. But where to move?
Well, I was just saying, you remember what happened to Jim whenever he moved, is what I'm saying.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I think I'm good here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Akira! Nightshade! I'm hearing 3 firebending attacks. Is that what's going on, Nightshade?
Yep.
Alright.
There you are.
Do you want to go for some attacks, my dude?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, sorry about that. I had to put a pillow over my eyes because I have a slight headache and I don't want it to get worse.
Mm-hmm. You are going to be doing disadvantage this turn because you're disoriented. Actually, no, you were the one that didn't get disoriented. Yuki got disoriented.
Yeah.
Are you going to go for the Southern Water Soldier, or do you want to go for the Shearshu that's left? This Shearshu is fleeing.
All right, so I won't even bother with that one.
That one is fleeing away.
Yeah. Let's see the need to kill. I don't know if I need to kill it. Is this one handled over here?
Which one? Oh, the big one. The big one is doing bad things.
All right. And where is its owner?
She's
Him?
tied up.
Okay. Okay.
The owner is over here. They're tied up and basically useless right now.
Let's see if this sheer shoe will let's take care of this last sheer shoe. Let's see
This
if we
one here?
can't, let's see if we can't make him run away.
All right, go for some attacks, my dude.
All right.
Do you want to do one big attack or do you want to do three little attacks?
Let's do 3 little attacks.
All right, go ahead and roll. First attack, that's a miss. Second attack, that's a hit. Third attack, that's also a hit.
Again.
All right, with your firebending, upon hitting, you can roll element against your opponent's physique or reflex. Go ahead and roll me for your element twice, please, to see if the sheer shoe gets burned. First with a 12, it's gonna roll against.
12 plus 4 is 16.
It will take the first one. Roll the second one.
Plus my fire adept staff. That's a plus 2. No.
You've read the staff does. The staff just adds a plus to hit for firebending. So it's going to take altogether 3 damage from that attack. It is still up. It's still there. But it is looking very much skittish right now. It is not looking like it's going to stay here long.
Okay.
Do you want to move at all?
I want to move it all?
Mm-hmm. You can move up to 4 squares.
Can I move diagonal?
Yeah.
Go here to 3 squares.
Sounds good to me. You make it over here. We then go blah 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 blah. Nuan. Nuan, do you have a weapon? You do not have your walking stick anymore. It was broken. You were given another walking stick.
Yes, Jin gave her another walking stick.
She's gonna try to hit the sheer shoe with it.
Bap him.
She's gonna try to do some baps. First bap. Nope. Second bap. Ooh. Second bap hits. And third bap.
Ooh.
As she goes for the different baps, she's going to go for the first bap, the second bap, and the third bap. The only bap that hits is the third one. As she goes for the third one, upon actually hitting with this thing, I'm going to have the sheer shoe roll me for something real quick. Oh. As Nuan gets closer to the sheer shoe sniffs Nuan. As it does, it begins to go haywire. As it begins to screech out, this Water Nation soldier looks over, and upon looking at this thing freaking out, he seems to throw his hands up.
Ha!
He throws his hands up and goes down to one of his knees.
That's not a good sign.
He throws his hands up, goes down to one of his knees. He's like, Isha, heal.
Ah, it's an Isha.
As this one also stops screeching and just kind of lays on its belly.
What?
Huh.
But this one is still here, you see.
Oh, I ain't having that one. I don't give a fuck.
That one don't give a single fuck. As this one is well, you see, first off we go to the Waterbender's turn. He's like, nope, he's on the ground. He has his hands up, and he is basically showing like he's giving up. He puts his weapons down, and he is not making any movements toward Isha or anything. He puts his hand out toward Isha to stop Isha from coming to him, and he's just sitting there as Isha's like on the ground. That's his turn, and that's Isha's turn. We're gonna go to the big one's turn, as it's not really that interested in Ichibei on its back. It's gonna start going at Bala. It's gonna take 3 strikes at Bala. All of them gonna be paralyzing strikes, because that's what this thing can do. First strike is a definite miss. Second strike is a definite miss. Third strike is... It tried its best to hit Bala, but Bala just says, fuck you!
Bala's too tanky.
As it's freaking whipping its tongue into the fluff of Bala, it doesn't seem to connect with skin, only fluff. As you guys remember, Bala had very thick fluff, and she had said at one point that she had wanted to. It was time to cut it. Bala is far too tanky. As we go to Jin.
Huh.
Isha and this soldier seems to be giving up.
So there's a kaiju fight happening over there, though.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not getting into that. Anyway. I'm just ignoring that kaiju fight.
What do you want to do?
Alright, he's just gonna... As far as Jin cares, this fight's over. So, he's gonna go to this guy. And, not that he just kind of, like, kneels down. Not that I don't blame you for giving up. It's the smart move. Why?
You had better capture me or kill me. I would prefer you capture.
Oh, I do so love conversation.
He's like, I would prefer capture. It's like, I know who you are.
I doubt that.
Well, not you. He motions over toward Nuan.
So even you people are looking for her, huh?
You people, I find that very... No, I'm kidding.
You wouldn't give...
He just kind of like looks back at you. Again, I would kill me or capture me. I am much prefer to the capture.
Unfortunately, our friends there have the other rider tied up, but he just kind of like grabs him by the back of his shirt or something. You know, I guess this counts as capture. Come on.
If you give the rider up, then her beast will take her away.
That's the problem.
You only need one capture, don't you? And the other one hasn't smelled the girl.
Yeah. Unfortunately, friend, you both became quite a liability coming here.
I don't really know why you want her, to be honest.
They put so much effort into tying her up, Deke. I feel bad.
It seems to me that the more people know, the worse off it is for you. Is that not correct?
I guess 2 bodies is easy to dump off a cliff than 4. No, I guess, yeah, you're right. Look at that. I didn't expect any of you to make sense. Alright.
Give Rano his rider, and he will retreat.
Yeah, you're Your friend's gonna have that bison chasing him for a while. That's not ours. But I guess. Ichibang! I know you're a little preoccupied. Untie the rider.
He didn't say untie her. He just said give her to him.
Give up the rider to the what is this thing called? A shear shoe? Yeah, shear shoe.
Are you good with that, Ichibe?
Trust me.
I fucking guess.
Do you want to untie her, or do you want to just keep her tied?
I lose my rope if I don't untie her, but they're probably not gonna leave if I untie her. She's probably gonna be like, "Fuck you! Now I am untied. I am free. Haha." And I'll be like, "All right."
That sounds exactly like her.
So,
if you want, we could say that you used your other rope to tie her up.
Oh, the bad rope?
Oh, the shitty rope.
Jesus Christ.
Do you want to do that?
Sure. Sure.
Let me get the good rope out of your inventory then.
Oh my god.
I love how you have good rope and bad rope.
Well, no, he has great rope and good rope in quotations.
And one I fucking got for free, and the other I actually paid a lot.
I see you paid a lot for the good rope then.
I don't want to talk about it.
Do you want to keep her tied up in the quote unquote good rope and just hand her back to the shear shoe?
Sure.
You jump down and you chuck her over toward the shear shoe. As you do, the shear shoe seems to catch her in his mouth and growl over toward Bola or Bala. Does anybody want to try to stop Bala from attacking this thing?
Ah. Meh.
Mei-Li, you gonna make your way over?
If he sniffs me, he'll relax.
You run over toward Bala as this thing turns around to leave, and as this thing turns around to leave, its name is Rado, by the way.
It's adorable.
She will throw herself on Bala's nose.
As Rado takes his rider and fucking books it. The rider just like looking very confused and angry.
People tend to be that way when they run from us.
You don't deserve an explanation, you fuck.
As that happens, he motions. You see that he motions over toward the unconscious boy over there, and just kind of like points him down, just kind of like points him over toward the other bodies, just like, hey, we should probably leave unless you want to kill that guy.
Nah.
You're just gonna put this guy over by the bodies of his two frozen friends?
Yes.
What, you want me to freeze them? Okay.
I'm sure he'll be fine when he wakes up. I'm not so sure about you, though.
As this goes on, I'd like to know from the people who I'm guessing are going to do this over here. I'm guessing Jin is going to be one of the ones that moves them. There are 3 bodies over here and 3 of you. I'd like the 3 of you to roll me for your... give me some diligence rolls, please. That's going to be from Akira, Luca, and Jin.
Okay. 18.
13.
6 minus 3.
Akira, you just go over to the frozen guy and you kick him like, nope, he doesn't have anything on him.
I mean, I've always been bad at this.
Luca goes over to the other frozen person. And
oh wait,
Luca...
no, minus 2. I'm sorry. Still though. Doesn't
and
matter.
Luca, you check the other frozen person, and you can't really find anything except for a lot of frozen, like you find a bag of frozen beans, and you're like, you're not sure if you want to keep the frozen beans.
But what if someone gets a black eye?
Do you want the frozen beans, Luca?
I'm actually curious at keeping them.
Do you want them?
Sure.
Hell yeah. Do-do-do-do. Let's give you a bag of frozen beans.
Taking random shit. Hooray.
Hey man, you never know. Emergency ration.
See? Yeah, see? That's... Look.
I mean, I could always warm them up, and they could be emergency rations.
Yeah, and she can ice bend as well, so you know, things can happen.
If powers combined, we can eat bushes.
Jin, you go up to the one that isn't frozen, and you go over the different things on him. You find that he seems to have 2 more bolas.
Ooh, useful.
I will give those to you later because I don't want to write down their stats right now.
Yeah, it's fine.
As you guys leave him over there, and you make your way over toward Isha, and this boy. He's just he has his hands up. He as you had left Jin, he did seem to like inch his way over toward Isha to like try to calm it down. As Isha is just like basically just laying there sniffing everything. Eventually, Yuki gets up from being paralyzed. But actually, no, she doesn't. I forgot this thing's paralyzation lasts a long time.
I should wait.
Hold on, let me check and see how long. I can't remember. I can't remember how long. I know it's a while. What's up?
What's this thing called again?
This is a sheer shoe.
Okay, I just want to make sure.
Mm-hmm. It's called Isha, the sheer shoe. He's on his knees. He has his hands up. One of his hands is petting the snout of Isha to try to get her to calm down.
Jin's just gonna pick up Yuki and just kind of.
Yeah, I can't heal status effects.
Just kind of, yeah.
Kometu runs up and just gets over toward Melee.
And then it then jumps off Melee back into Bala.
Yeah, it just jumps back into Bala's fur. There you go.
Just slowly sinks in like Homer.
Good job, Kometu. You found the place that you need to be.
All right.
As you guys are sitting there, is there anything you guys would like to go over with this boy? As you guys kind of get into a more close knit little group.
Well,
how many more of you are there in your troop?
No more riders like us. At least on this side of the mountain. 3 more lay in the forest below. He seems very forefront with information.
Your honesty is extremely unsettling.
I know what's happening here. Any honesty could help.
Finally, someone reasonable. It's about time. Now then.
Who hired you to take these bisons to them?
One of our generals. He's just off to the southern village of the Earth Kingdom, right next to the sea. He sent us out here because he heard there were air bison here, and they'd be a very nice asset to his army.
What does he plan on doing with that army?
He plans on using the air bison to go wherever he wishes, not limited to the oceans.
With Sky Bison, you could probably you could go literally anywhere, even the air temples. You would last.
I will say, if we stay here, more scouts will show. We are the only riders on this side of the mountain, but we are not the only ones who are here. And once the other Shirshu make it back to them, they will know something's up. But the Shirshu only trust their riders. They won't be able to make it here fast.
Well, we better get the important questions out of the way, then, shouldn't we?
Just because they're not fast doesn't mean they're not fast enough. If you have anywhere to leave to, now would be the time. And again, I would not advise letting me go. I would rather you not kill me.
So, what then?
We will be traveling by water soon. What should we avoid?
By water? You should avoid the water.
We have the blessing of your spirits or whatever.
You do?
Long story. but you won't probably be around enough to listen to it all. So listen. So
I ask a boon.
And why should we give it?
Because I believe if I do not ask now, then I will just give you all the information and then you will kill me.
You're really sharp. Are you sure you're not a captain?
I offer as much information as I have. However, I would like to be taken as prisoner. Isha will not listen to anyone but me, and she would be great in the hands of the Avatar.
Excuse me?
So are all Shushu just capable of knowing what the Avatar is?
No. Those who have the Avatar scent, however, yes.
And
We have trained them from a very young age to look for possessions of the Avatar. Those possessions that we had kept ever since the Avatar was back inside was last in the Southern Water Tribe.
Interesting.
The Avatars have a connection to their past trinkets and their past possessions. We have been training these Shishu from children to sense the Avatar's scent. I will not say anything more. For if I tell everything else, then you'll just kill me either way. But if you take me as prisoner, all of my knowledge is yours.
Do you know why your commanders are so keen on getting the Avatar?
For the same reason everyone's keen on getting their hands on the Avatar, I assume.
Leverage.
The Avatar, he looks over toward Nuan, is supposed to be rather young. If we were to obtain the Avatar for the Southern Water Tribe, she would become a very powerful asset to the Southern Waters. In fact, I would actually... No, I can say no more!
You sure you can't say more? Please.
We don't have time for this.
We don't.
Damn it.
All right.
They will come with us.
I appreciate the help. I'm kidding. I appreciate that, Melee. I'm kidding. No,
she was ready to start doing the seducing, and they were like, "We don't have time for this," and she's just like, "Fine."
If you will take me as prisoner, I will give you everything you need. But I will warn: if you release me, it is my duty to my tribe to tell them what I've learned. So it is best you either kill me or keep me.
Oh, we'll figure it out later. We have too many pressing matters right now.
I will tell you, I am no enemy to the Avatar.
I wonder if your friends can say the same.
I would say most of them probably not. Although, again, the Avatar is always welcome in the Southern Water Tribe.
Oh,
Sure, buttering us up, huh?
I'm sure we'll...
I feel if you take me as a captive, I can tell you of the good things of the Southern Waters.
I'd love to know about that.
Good things.
He looks over towards you as he just kind of like looks away a bit.
Oh, come on, Luca. I'm sure it'll be funny to listen to.
There obviously are plenty of things that we, as a whole, have done to this land. But we have nothing against the Avatar or the Avatar's companions. You will not find many like that in this world. Most still are reeling from the effects of the previous Avatar. We celebrate the Avatar.
I'd like to know why, but that's for when we were traveling. And speaking of traveling, how many more towns on this side of the Earth have you been taking over?
Most of the southern towns even if they do not say that they are taken by us. They have been strong-armed into not saying anything to the Earth Kingdom. But most Earth Kingdom territory south of the Great Desert belongs to the Southern Waters.
Isn't that just wonderful? I'm glad to know that. We'll not find any friends down here then. But when are we going to be finding friends, to be honest?
I would advise, if you plan to leave this island, to not leave by sea. You may have the blessing of the sea, but that is not going to do anything to those who also have that blessing. I would suggest, if you plan to take away these bison, that you take them away far and you go with them. And also I go with them, because I would not advise you leaving me here because I have this information. I would also not advise you killing me because I have more information.
But yeah, then you're also, if we do take you, you're also a nice little scent marker for them to. I can't talk.
Give me a minute.
She fucking just walks away and like crosses her arms and pouts.
Yeah, but
give me
if
a
we take
fucking
you with
minute.
us, you're also a nice little scent marker for your friends in their Shurshu to find us again.
I will disrobe of everything.
Oh, will you now?
We have the bison hair, Mei Li. No
That's
matter
it.
what, it doesn't matter.
Okay, fine.
Bailey, behave.
I will see to it that wherever we land, I will toss aside all of my gear.
We'll also get you a nice perfume.
The questions and answers are definitely warranted for the 4 nations, but we must keep moving. Especially if there are 3 other people who will be alerted by these creatures.
Whenever I was on Isha, she seemed to be continuing to go upwards. She almost tried to follow what I fucking name it again? She tried to follow Rado up the mountain, but she was too small. I believe the remainder of these air bison are at the top of the mountain.
Makes sense. Alright, speaking of that thing, your little Isha, you expect us to drag this thing with us across the ocean?
He looks at Isha, he looks back to you guys. I would ask you take Isha as well.
How are we supposed to
That's unfortunately one of the only things that's probably the most impossible.
I'm sorry, I gotta say, am I the only one who thinks like that Isha is like also my spirit animal? She has this one has no eyes. I got no eyes.
It's just trying to live its life, man. It just wants to live.
I would say
Bailey just kind
Isha
of looks
could...
at him and looks at this thing and just pets its nose.
That is completely up to the rancher, not up to us.
I understand this. Isha would be very.
She doesn't bite, does she?
She does.
I understand.
She'll
Isha would be a great asset to the Avatar.
I can't pet her.
She only bites if I tell her to.
Okay, I'll try.
I will try to pet it and earn its trust.
Isha, kill! I'm kidding, no.
Well, you probably shouldn't have done that.
I'm playing.
We'll figure it out as we go.
Yeah. Alright. So, congratulations, you're a prisoner of... This really isn't war. You're a prisoner. Good job.
Team Avatar.
Thank you.
Fuck up, Sudi.
You say he's a prisoner, he's like, I thank you. Sudi, unfortunately, was not paralyzed. She was taken down, so...
Oh, shit.
Knock the fuck out.
She was knocked the fuck out, you see. She can be healed.
Okay. I go do that.
Deco.
Hey, what's up?
I did look that up. It could be anywhere from a few minutes to 6 hours.
Okay,
Jesus fucking Christ.
Because of the roll that Yuki made, I'm going to say at least 3 hours then.
Oh, cool.
Because she rolled really low.
Cool. I'm gonna have to carry this around for a while then. Great.
Yeah, they're made for transport, so yeah, of course they would be up for. Of course they would do that.
Okay. Right. So
you heal up, Sudi. Go ahead and take off one more of your water. As you guys say that he is a captive, he seems to be like, "Thank you very much."
Good.
If you would like to, please put the injured on Isha. she can carry them faster.
You got a point. Yeah.
She's also made to capture those who have been knocked out.
What a wonderful beast of burden this is. I wish we had these in Seawolf Desert. Ah well.
Shall we make our way further up? If you would like, I could aid, but unfortunately, I'm not the greatest bender in the world. I consider most of my bending skills to be, well,
Mediocre.
Supportive.
Crabby.
Supportive, huh?
I cannot heal. I cannot strike very hard. But I can manipulate the waves in very, very nuanced and powerful ways.
Ah,
Very-
like the motion of the ocean.
Very
Jesus
useful for us.
Christ.
Very useful for us that will be flying across the water.
So it seems you can't bend.
He can bend.
It's
He's
okay.
just
No,
not.
he
He's
said
just not
that he
strong.
can.
He's just,
I know.
Yeah.
That's a jab.
Ah, okay.
Ah.
As he basically puts his hands behind him, he even pulls out what appears to be a rope from his own pouch and hands it off to you guys to tie him up. He is
Well-
Is there a-
he is the perfect prisoner, man.
What is this?
That means that we don't use his rope, though, because if he actually isn't telling the truth, then he's going to break out of his own rope because it's his home rope. So let's use our rope to tie him up.
You want to use your rope? You want to use the great rope?
Yeah.
Okay.
I was gonna say, like, we could just look over this rope and see if there's any like weak spots in it.
A magician never shows their sequence.
There's
That
sequence.
Never show their
Sequence.
sequence.
Never show their
Sequence.
The sequin dress.
He glitters in the night.
The sequence.
Do you guys begin to make your way up the mountain?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna take this dude's helmet.
Do you take his helmet?
Jesus.
Wait, didn't we already have one?
Nah, I don't
Yeah, I
remember.
like it.
Well, we have to see. We should know what his face looks like. She was also gonna ask him his name, but you know, because no one else did.
We need to get some of that sick
Oh, I will.
art started over our new prison.
We're being pursued by big beastie beasts.
We can walk and talk and get his name.
Yeah, but why would we?
Why not?
This is fair.
Because he's a rando named Randy.
Okay, so maybe she just wants to know his name.
Randos die all the time.
Yeah, that's why I said walk and talk.
There you go, walk and talkie.
I said walk and talk like
Walk
twice.
and talkie.
Yeah.
We're just waiting for Deacon to pull out the next man.
Up
Yeah.
the mountain we go.
I was just moving things off in case you guys were wanting to stop and talk or whatever, but if you guys aren't, you guys make your way all the way up to the very top of the mountain, back up toward the altar you guys had found.
Back again. So soon.
As you guys make your way up here, let me go ahead and grab. Boop. I fucking hate my mouse so much. Boop. There we go. You guys make your way up to the top up here. As you do, you find.
Tonight of bisons. She better not be asleep on the fucking ground, I swear to God.
You find your way over to her. She seems to be asleep on the ground.
Son of a bitch!
Bola flies over toward all of them. The others begin to make their way over as well. And
They're still dragging the big harness, right?
they are still dragging the harness, yes.
Okay, cool.
You guys make your way over to her. She is literally just like leaned up against one of the bison and sleeping.
Of course she's asleep. Wakey, wake. She just starts shaking. Wake up! Wake up!
By the way, Squeaky, you said
Mhm.
you were wanting to talk this boy up whenever he was leaving.
Probably.
At least
yeah,
ask his
maybe
name?
get Yeah,
His name is Hoka.
Hoka. Thank you.
Anyway.
Because I care to know.
Yeah, good
You
for
go-
you being a good little Girl Scout.
You go up and you wake up the herder. She seems to just kind of like make her eyes open slightly.
We're going to die. Wake up!
It was just a dream. her eyes start to
"Lol,
close
what
again.
the fuck?"
Luca, I need water and I need it now.
Okay.
Luca, you make your way
Well-
over with some water.
Yeah.
You splash some water on her as she begins to flail about again. Dah, dah, dah. Ah.
I thought you were gonna be like, "Oh no, we're not gonna splash water. We're just gonna, and then you start taking the water out of her mouth. Saliva bender.
Okay. Oh, good. You're awake. It's not a dream.
Hmm?
Not dream. Going to die. Help us put the harness on Bala.
She just kind of yawns. She's like, "Of course it was a dream. I just had it again. And in my dream, you brought me a Southern Water Tribe member, and a large cat thing."
I pull her the fuck up off the ground and face her towards the fucking Shinshu.
Oh, am I still dreaming?
No, you're not dreaming. And I'm getting real sick of this shtick. Now wake up and get us out of here.
Let's see. If we take the waters, then we'll die. At least that's what happened in the dream. But you only brought one of the things, and that's only for Bala. We'll have to find another one of the harnesses so that you can transport that animal. She points.
How many? Was there another harness in the fucking shed?
No, the harnesses are at the temple just below here. But it'll take you a while to find it.
Temple below here. What do you mean below here?
She's meaning the all the holes. This thing.
Which hole is it in?
She's meaning this thing.
Oh. Where is it? There's no harness. It's flat, destructed bullshit.
Like I said, it will take you a while to find it. Eventually you decided to take some of the snow out from one of the holes and you found it. But by that time it was too late and we had to escape by water.
Can't Isha sniff it out?
And sniff it out?
Which hole is it in?
I don't know.
You are the single most helpful and unhelpful creature I have ever met.
If she's wanting to sniff something out, if you have something of it, Isha can find it.
Yeah, that's what I was suggesting.
Problem is, it'll probably smell like bison, right? And well,
Isha,
here.
Isha, follow that waterbender over there.
Oh, we're good. We're good animal.
All right.
Isha makes her way over towards you. Listen to everything she says, Isha.
Meow.
Okay. All right. We do have a saddle, so maybe if he sniffs that one, then we can find it.
Do you want to have it sniff the saddle?
Yeah.
Okay. I will have it roll really quick. The saddle is got some smell of the bison on it. It's also got some leathery scent to it. However, the saddle you're going to be finding is pretty old. So it will be rolling. What's up?
Luca's on it.
Good job.
I'm on it. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Roll.
On is a strong word.
And roll. It rolled with advantage because it had something around it of the scent. You rush down into the area, Luca, trying to see if you and Isha can find it. You get around to the area down here with Isha. It seems to very much be used to carrying people around. She seems to move in a way with her shoulders where you don't feel any of the mostly very, very rough jumping she seems to be doing. You're not really thrown off to the side or anything like that. It is rather hard because you haven't rode something like this before. But it doesn't seem too different than than some of the animals that you have seen in the past. As she runs around, she begins to sniff around the area. It takes her a little bit of time because of her role, but she does seem to eventually take you over toward this hole and point down at a large thing of snow that seems to be there.
Alright, time to get rid of that snow if I can.
Easily.
Yeah.
It is just snow. You get rid of it entirely because you do have your ice bending. As you shovel it out and throw it off to the side, you see what appears to be a very beaten down and broken, but potentially still useful saddle.
Okay, it's worth a shot. We're gonna just try to lug this back there.
You go and try to drag it out. As you do, Isha begins to gnaw at it with her teeth and try to like pull it as well.
Yeah.
As the two of you begin to drag it back.
Nice.
What were you saying?
No, it was just nice. Nice. Yeah. Right, we found one. It's a little beaten though.
She motions to it. In my dream, that one was the one that beast was on. However, she flailed around a bit because she was by herself, so someone else will have to be there with her. I would volunteer, but I would also not trust me.
Well, you told her to listen to me. So...
He's like, I would definitely volunteer for this, because it's my beast, but I would also not trust me, and I would not trust me with just one of you anyway.
Yeah, I'll go with.
Oh, that's settled. Now, okay, that's settled. The Shinshu settled. The little ones don't seem to fly good yet.
They can be with the larger ones. It should be fine. Some of them can carry one person without a saddle either way. But if we just get them ready to fly with the larger ones, they should be fine. It'll take me a little bit to get all these connected, though. As she goes over toward the saddle that the other two are carrying and just starts dragging it over to Bala, who begins to like back away from it.
Oh, for the fucking god.
As she begins to attempt to do this with Bala, does anybody want to help her with Bala?
Akira, give it more cheese.
Sniff me.
Melee, roll me for your allure.
Just like float over and just magnetize to its face.
Roll me for your allure, Melee. See if you can get it to be calm enough to take its saddle.
Alrighty, let's hope. That's a 7 with a.
That's a 10. It doesn't seem amazingly. It doesn't seem to be amazingly helping it, but it's not hurting it. As you're trying to get it to calm down, it doesn't really seem to calm down too much. Anybody else want to help? If not, we're going to do several rolls. Alrighty.
Yeah, Jin's not good with animals.
Okay, so, Squeaky, I'm going to have it roll 3 times. I want you to roll, whenever I tell you to roll a lore, then you can. Basically, anytime it gets below a 10 on its roll, I need you to roll a lore.
Yeah.
And if you fail in a lore check, it's going to take another, like, 30 minutes to an hour to get this done.
Okay.
So, first check. Roll me a lore. You're fine.
14.
It doesn't add any extra time, even though he did fail that roll. Second roll. He's fine. And third roll. Melee, roll me a lore. Ooh.
8.
Oh, 8 plus 3 though, right?
8 plus 3 allure, yeah.
Yeah, you're fine. Okay. It doesn't add any extra time. It does take, because nothing helped it with time. Bala takes around 30 minutes to an hour to actually get ready. You guys see that even though you guys had started this a while, it seems to be almost akin to like putting on putting on very like heavy armor onto something. Bala does not seem to like it, but eventually he is made to hold on to it. As she's doing this, she does mention to you guys that Bala is basically the only chance you guys have, because he can hold most of you. And none of the other ones have any saddles to hold more than one person if they needed to. You guys get another saddle thrown onto one of the others, who seem much more at home with the saddles. However, the saddle itself seems very not amazingly safe. Do you guys want to try to add anything to it to make this thing better?
Add to it as in, like, what?
I don't want to say.
I'm guessing, like, maybe something to give it more support?
Potentially.
I don't believe I have anything.
Do we have anything to give it said support?
I mean, you said the rope, you know.
Yeah, there's rope.
You could definitely use the rope. However, currently the rope is tying up Hala or Halka.
Ichibei used the great rope on him, so we have his rope.
Well, his rope isn't very great. His rope is for literally just tying up small things. Like his rope is the bola rope. Ichibei's rope is the 60-foot rope.
So the bison-sized rope.
Yes.
Okay.
So we'd have to either trust to switcheroo, or we.
You either have to trust the one that you found to where hopefully it won't like cause the saddle to fall, or you need to take the rope off of him and put the other rope on him.
I suggest the latter.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that would be better.
Are you fine with that, Ichibei?
He's definitely.
Sorry about that. I guess I was muted. What's going on?
They're wanting to use the rope that you currently have tied this guy to secure the somewhat broken saddle to the other bison.
Okay.
Are you guys fine with trusting him with the bola rope that he showed you?
We don't have we have to.
Okay.
Yeah, we kind of have to.
All right. You guys get the two bison ready. This bison gets the slightly worn saddle. You see that Isha has been told to get onto it. Isha curls up as much as she can and gets inside the saddle. You guys tie the rope over Isha and the air bison. And Luca, you said you're gonna ride with it.
Yeah.
Okay. Is anyone else gonna try to squeeze in with Luca and Isha?
I will not.
We'll squeeze with Luca.
Okay. Melee, I will say, if you do that, then you're not gonna be able to talk to Haka.
Oh.
To Hoka, I mean.
He can come with. No.
You guys will not let him go on the same one as Isha. I will say that. He says, "I would not trust me."
Okay, then no. She'll stick with Hoka then.
Akira, do you want to be there? I know
No.
I know you had said you might want to be with the Shirshu.
I mean, probably, but what is?
Basically, one more person can be with Luca and the Shirshu.
Okay, yeah, fine, I'll do it.
I'm asking. I'm just.
Yuki
No,
can
no,
go.
no,
Yuki.
no.
No,
Yuki is passed out.
God
She's
damn it.
past it. All right. Gives that up.
Okay. With that, everybody else gets on.
Yeah, sorry, I was trying to think.
Everybody else gets onto Bala. And as you guys do so, it doesn't take too long for you guys to do this. You guys do know that there is a amount of time that you need to get out of here with. You don't have to leave immediately, but you're pretty sure that there's nothing else you guys really want from here, except to maybe like figure this thing over here out. But you guys could always potentially come back here if you'd like. I mean, you guys know a bison herder now.
Yeah, but we probably should leave.
Okay. You guys begin to make your way up and off. As you do, you guys look down toward the mountains below. You see that again there are several dozen looking soldiers coming up toward the area. You guys are out of range of them as they begin to start like pointing off towards you and shaking their weapons and stuff. Some of them equip with boomerangs, chuck them up there, but they don't make it.
I love how people shake their weapons like what's that gonna do?
You darn
Make it come
kids!
back down? I feel compelled to go back down now.
As you guys go over the mountains, you guys do see that there are several ships that are connected to the to this island you guys are on. And again, as you guys rise up, you guys see that off in the far, far, far distance, you guys see what should probably be the mainland of the Earth Kingdom. And you guys basically find yourselves, if you look over at the map, boop, boop, around right there before you guys make any further decisions on where you want to go. As you guys have made it to around there, is there anywhere you guys would like to head off to? You guys were told at one point if you got separated to to meet up in Omashu. If you guys would like to just go straight to Omashu, you definitely can. Or you guys can make it into the desert. Or you guys could go back to where you guys remembered you guys were before. I'd like to know.
I honestly think we should go to Omashu.
That is where you guys said to meet up for if you guys got separated. And Spirit World, who's he wants it, you guys don't know how long you guys were in the Spirit World.
We should probably go there.
Yeah, I'd say I'm for going to Omashu.
That will bring you guys over the entirety of the Siwang Desert. Again, if you guys want to go into the Siwang Desert later, you definitely can. Omashu is around here-ish. I'm probably wrong with that, but you know, I'll look into it later. Do you guys want to just go straight to Omashu?
Yes.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's go.
She tells you it will take around a day to get to Omashu, at which point you guys are like, a fucking day? Because you're flying and none of you have ever flown before.
This is going to be the worst experience of my life, isn't it?
She says it'll take you a little bit, basically a little bit over a day. She says the bison will have to probably rest at least twice. Is that fine?
Actually, that'll be good for that'll be good for
Omashu is actually right around here
because fucking.
Is it?
You know.
That seems very close to the desert.
We'll
look into it again later.
I just found a map to double check.
Honestly, it'd probably be a good idea for Isha if we rested anyway because of the whole,
Yeah.
She's a land creature and should probably stretch her legs every so often.
Okay. Is that where you guys want to try to head off to? Just heading off toward Omashu?
Yep.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. You guys begin to fly your way off toward Omashu. Again, looking beneath you, seeing the ships from before, the Southern Raider ships, completely disappearing from view. You guys have never made made this much distance before. You guys are looking down below you as just scenery after scenery is passing below you so quickly, extremely quickly.
Hey, new guy. Did you know the
As you guys continue off, going toward this destination, I think that's going to be where we're going to end things off for tonight. That being said, John King, thank you for the follow, my dude. Much appreciated.
Fucking speed.
You guys got some air bisons.
Yeah. We need to find a place. We need to find somewhere safe to bring these.
We got this awesome cat.
Omashu's totally safe. It's fine.
Okay, but a real safe location though.
And look at this big kitty. Look at this big kitty anteater badger thing.
I thought it was like because it's got a little mole nose.
It's fine.
So it's got a mole nose. It's got like badger.
It's a sheer
badger
shoe.
mole. Badger mole.
It's a sheer shoe.
The badger moles look like badgers. Big
Yeah,
badgers.
I know. That's why I was saying. I was trying to say badger moles exist.
Wait, sheer shoe? Is this supposed to be like a shrew of some kind?
Who knows, man?
No, it's a sheer shrew.
Who can say? Right now, it's flying through the air and slightly freaking out.
I know how that feels. Jesus fucking Christ, what is happening?
I mean,
It's so
honestly,
fast.
it's
Your
probably
eye.
experiencing smells it's never smelt before, like
Like
fresh
Like
oxygen.
fear.
Like fear.
Do you know what fear smells like? It smells like a sheer shoes diarrhea.
Oh, God.
I think that would smell like,
Apparently, science says a sheer shoe is a combination of a giant anteater, a German shepherd, and a star-nosed mole.
Huh. Well, I can see I see the dog part.
So it's a pupper.
It's a dog.
Pupper.
You guys got a pupper. No wonder you're so at home with it, Luca. It's like a polar bear dog.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It's
Oh
a
my-
Germshire pup.
It's a blind pupper.
How
It's a blind
sad,
mole
actually.
dog. It's a naked mole dog.
Oh my god, you actually just reminded me of a blind pupper I actually met once before a long time ago.
Oh no.
Actually, it was blind and deaf, and his name was Tyson.
Duh.
I immediately love him.
My rabbit was named Tyson.
He the way he like saw the way he was able to get around was that he went around his cage and just kind of felt his way through the edges, and would just kind of let people whenever he felt something going on, he would let my brother and I pet him and stuff.
My instant dinner
He-
was a Tyson.
He did get adopted though.
Oh, good for him.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
My dudes, look at this. Look at all these bison. Look at them all. Look at them all go.
That's at least more than one.
Yeah. It's technically more than one.
My judgment calls are on par.
Yeah.
Look at you guys over here on Bala as it fucking came in and rammed a giant fucking anteater shepherd mole.
I didn't even give a fuck.
Imagine if this guy that we took prisoner was actually Spider-Man, and just fucking as soon as he got to all the bisons, he was
Watch
still
this guy
dedicated
be
as a
completely
pirate.
trustworthy,
So
and
he just
everyone was
fucking
wrong.
shoots webs out of all 5 of his fingertips on each hand,
Dude,
and just nets every single one of them at the same time.
as soon as he realized what was going on, as soon as he realized, he's like, oh fuck, that's the
Oh, fuck.
Avatar. They're gonna fight to the death. I give up.
That's the
The chat is just like, he's suspicious. He's gonna betray them. He's gonna kill them.
I mean, who
He's gonna
knows?
be the one that
He keeps telling you not to trust him too much, but he's like, he's sitting there like, oh fuck, they have the Avatar. This is so beyond my pay grade. They're gonna fight to the death. I don't want to die.
They're willing to they'll fucking take this mountain down with them.
I will say, at least from what he is gonna say, his entire thing upon traveling with you guys through this day, his entire thing upon telling you guys that is that he is mostly seeing this as an opportunity for the Southern Water Tribe. He's like, if I can stay alive, I could potentially talk with the Avatar and tell the Avatar all the good things about the Southern Water Tribe.
We make a mean salmon stew.
That's about
We
it.
probably as well.
We also have mean salmon.
We're
That's
also
what
mean.
We're also
Yep.
mean. Everyone is
ma'am.
mean. I make a mean toast. Yes, ma'am.
I make a mean toast.
You want some
yes,
toast?
ma'am. You want some toast?
I don't know about geometry.
I make quite the eggs Benedict. Oh no, that's just me bragging. I actually just learned how to make that shit.
Oh yeah. Have you tried Captain Doug Dimmadone's blubber nuggets?
Oh no.
That sounds like cancer.
If I even look at a blubber nugget, it goes straight to my thighs.
Yeah, I figured. It's in the name.
What?
Like this guy said.
Melee blubber thighs?
That's a great way to say you like breasts. Can I see them blubber nuggets?
Here's the thing. The big thing with him is too. As soon as you're like, can't you be tracked? He's like, I will give up everything I have. Just please don't kill me or Isha.
Please don't kill her. She's the only family I have left.
Please don't kill me or my dog.
Please just, I will immediately disrobe. Oh.
Don't kill me and my dog, please.
Don't kill me and my dog. I will John Wick you if you do.
I physically can't be John Wick, but please don't kill
That
my
was the thing. It was just like, I will immediately disrobe. She was like, oh. Like, say what you want about these Southern Water Tribe
could be of great use to the Avatar, and I'm here.
Don't listen to me. It's like, if I know anything about Southern Water Tribe men from looking at Dalto.
Looking at that boy, Dalto. That's what I'm saying.
I'm just saying, disrobing isn't a bad idea. We remove the scent markers and we get a good eyeful.
Oh my god. But yes, this boy, he seems to be wearing his emotions on his sleeve. Like, he seems to legit just be like, he puts hands up. I would like to live, please.
I choose life.
If you guys are people who are traveling with the Avatar, I just came because my people wanted me to steal some bison, and I, for the glory of the Southern Water Tribe, it was my duty, and I wasn't here to take back the Avatar. Fuck no, I'm not. That is way beyond my pay grade.
Should we try suffocation torture?
Hey, that's cruel and unusual.
Man, if this is torture, chain me to the wall. I'm kidding.
You can't suffocate people, Melee. People like that kind of thing.
Yeah, there are quite a few people that are into it, yeah.
You know what people usually aren't into? Gelding.
We can't waterboard him.
I mean, yeah, technically, yes, you're right.
We can't waterboard him.
I mean, you technically can. Just don't let him bend.
Right.
You are technically correct.
You gotta start asking the real questions. At what point did we not notice and started doing the piss bending? Where's the piss bending pose?
I will say that Hoka, again, he's not very good in battle as far as bending is concerned. He's good for fighting, like he's good at weapons. But as far as bending is concerned, he does have a single unique thing about his bending style. But he does, it's, you know, whatever.
Yeah, so he just doesn't bend. I get
it. There we go.
He just doesn't do what you guys do.
He just can't bend.
I found the pose.
Bend you.
It's time for you to look inward and begin to question yourself. I can't talk. It's time for you to look inward and begin asking yourself the big questions, like how does the Fire Nation prevent waterbending prisoners from piss bending their way out?
Damn it, that is the real question, isn't it?
God damn, I can't read. God, Jesus is my co-pilot and we're cruising for pussy.
See, that's why fucking in the end with the Southern raid with the raid on the Southern Water Tribe in the actual show, like Sokka and Katara's mom's like, you can take me prisoner, I'm the last waterbender, and he's like, oh, we're not taking prisoners today. See, he just been, we have so many piss benders getting out of our cells, we are not doing that again.
We learned the first time.
Seriously, I also can we just say, like, the fucking snow, like, really, you have all that snow and you're still losing?
Yeah, right.
It's kind of like it's exactly like how, like, the fucking how the Earthbenders were trapped in a camp made out of earth, the shit they bend in M. Night Shyamalan Ding Dongs. Last abortion, you know, thing.
Takes 6 Earthbenders to move one rock,
and then one to split that up and hit people,
and
with
one to actually shoot it.
Can I'm going to say this right now. One of my roommates actually really likes that movie, and I asked him, "Why are we friends?"
I mean, you don't have to be friends with it.
Yeah, I know, I don't have to, but
some people just enjoy bad movies, Nightshade.
That is true.
But he enjoys it, like, unironically.
Well, I
He just
mean,
thinks
there's
it's a
always the
good piece of
suffocation
media.
method.
Yeah.
Yeah. With that being said, my dudes, I hope everybody enjoys this. We enjoy our exciting questions, comments below. We'll see what happens next time in Avatar. They're gonna get to fucking they're gonna get to Amashu a lot faster than I thought they were gonna get there.
Nico.
What's up?
We should raid Hanekyu.
What if I don't want to raid somebody?
But
You ever
she's
think of
going
that?
She's working on Melee.
Yeah, let's go ahead and hit up. Yeah, let's go ahead and hit up on a queue. All right, /raid. I believe it's HANACUE.
Yes.
There we go. Done.
Jeez.
Done. Everybody get in there. Hit up on a queue. Tell them they're doing a great job on Melee. Actually, look. Are they? Obviously, they are. I have a freaking I have an ad. Okay. Until next time, guys. Like always. Later days.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
And thanks for all the bitch.